Only with you. Hey everybody, howdy everybody. Yes, it's true. Ooh. Well, we are live.
Right.
So watch your language.
Right. Whoop, whoop.
Woo, woo, woo. Let me just do a little Facebook. Let's do the socials. Vader's Inhaler is the first in. Great to see that name for the first one on Super Saint King Mike. It
Who
is.
does that belong to? Yours?
Sorry, I was having a clear out. And it is 7 p.m. Join me for a free live show tonight. www.twitch.tv/TLNA live right now. Call 0203286637. I remember.
Do it.
Beneath the headphones, Villa, Quiet Bloke, Visionary. Did you hear the show this morning?
Yes, I heard some of it.
Visionary came in.
Yes, I know.
It was lovely
You had a house
to see.
full.
We had a house full. We had some great people coming in today. It was the show I wanted to do. It went down really well with everybody.
Oh.
No, what are you doing? No. The stick goes that way. What are you doing?
I'm trying to.
How long have you been doing this?
It was all to cock.
I know this. What on earth? Let me turn this microphone off because it will sound awful. Here we go. Right, so put that leg in between there. You put that leg in between the leg and the wall. This is it. I've only been doing this for
Yeah, it's never right.
2.5 years.
I can't get up now because
Right, well then move it. There you go. Right. Okay. Right, hang on. If that's not right, step back. There you go. Well, it's got to be one of those. There you go.
not as easy as it looks, is it?
Well, no. This is why I sit on this side. This has never tightened on properly, has it?
No.
There we go. Just did it. Geotora says, I've been on an Iain Lee internet binge this week. Legend. I don't know what that means. You're a very, very sick person. Someone had tweeted me saying they'd finally got through all of the Talk Radio podcasts.
I don't believe it.
They'd finally got through all of them. Insania. I like it on Facebook when I get tagged by the Community Standard and Pages Protection because that's a scam.
Is it?
I've had about 20 times. You've been tagged by this. You need to send us your details because we want to report you. Go, no, you're a scam. You're a scam.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on at the moment, isn't there?
Remember when my Facebook page was being used to sell, I think was it rugs or scarves?
Scarves,
or something?
Vietnamese scarves.
Hello everybody, Alistair's just woken up. Gatford, Jibadebo, Geotora, Dingo Bingo. Oh, you've been watching that? Oh, well, okay.
Dingo bloody bingo!
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. Richard, Visionary, Mick, Cozy, Lulu. Now, Lulu, we need to talk because you're not in a good place at the moment, Lulu. How can we help you? Well, Skype is open. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. We have. Now, I can't get the ZX Spectrum games to work. Someone's had an angry game of Uno.
Oh,
Cards have
dear.
been ripped up. I can't get the Spectrum games to work, unfortunately. My technical advisor, Chris, is looking into it. Can get the BBC game, so that's an option tonight. Some of those documentaries we looked at yesterday, they're an option tonight. But I tell you what is also an option tonight. Uno. Uno is an option tonight.
Just indicating that this is live. It's live.
It's live. Uno, that's right. I found the other camera in a drawer. Uno is an option. You can play. If you have Uno cards, you can play. We'll do it on Zoom, and we'll get a little. What I want today. We're sensationally returning back to Twitch today
After a long hiatus.
It's a huge comeback. It's a bigger comeback than. Think of a pop star that did a big comeback. All I've got in my head
Kiss
is Gary
keep coming
Glitter.
back, don't they?
Kiss.
Yeah.
All I've got in my head is Gary Glitter because I was talking to a producer. This is interesting. Wants to make a doc because apparently he's potentially coming out in February. And they heard, if you've not heard it, me and Catherine made I love it, and it was supposed. We were trying to sell it as a series to Audible, and it never took off. But we made this documentary about Gary Glitter fans, and it was me trying to square the hole. Is that a phrase?
Oh God,
'Cause-
no, not with regards to
So
him.
I like Gary Glitter's music, but obviously his crimes are abhorrent, awful. And I was trying to get my head around it. So I went and interviewed a load of Gary Glitter fans. Have some of that.
Yes,
Gary.
please.
Have some of that. I went and interviewed a load. There you go. You can put it all over. A load of Gary Glitter fans. I made this really nice documentary, and it's on Quiet Bloke. It's great to be back. Thank you. It's on YouTube, and she heard that and she listened to Ian's Paul Chowdhury pod last night. You really are a fan. He was a massive fan of his music, Depeche Mode. So was Adam Ant, inspired by the two drummers. Anyway, she'd seen that. She's considering making this documentary. The BBC are interested. And so she kind of wanted to pick my brains and stuff. And it turned out I knew way more about show business, paedophiles, than I expected. And I had to keep saying, this must seem really weird that I know all of this stuff, but I do.
There are reasons.
And I was referencing the interview that John Ronson did with Chris Denning that isn't on YouTube anymore, but is an incredible interview. We talked about the letter that Jonathan King sent me, all of that. And then she said, and I talked about my history of, abuse and stuff. And she was like, it would, if this got made, you would be a great person to front it. Do you know what I said? I said, I'm not really interested in doing telly. Isn't it?
Bloody hell.
I said, I'm not really interested in doing telly anymore. She went, what do you mean? I said, and I got a little bit tongue-tied. I got a little bit embarrassed. I didn't explain it as well as I wanted to. And I said, I just kind of fallen out of love with telly. I don't really have the time for it. And it doesn't really interest me. And at the end, she was going back and saying, I said, look, get back and if you want to talk about this stuff, I'm really, really happy to talk about this stuff. And if you get a commission, well, then, and you still want me when you've got a commission, well, we can talk. But at the moment, I'm not interested in.
Wow, that's a massive difference, right?
Isn't
Because
it?
back in the day, and understandably, right, that would have been you going, here we go.
Yeah.
He's back in the saddle.
Tony, thank you for the support.
And then,
Thank
of
you for
course, the Showbiz promise doesn't come to fruition and
Yeah.
you're heartbroken again.
that. And I genuinely, I'm not interested. I'd like to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend, 3 months, filming stuff. Also, I don't want to build my hopes up that she says, "Oh no, it's gone to someone else." But also, I'm not really interested in making a telly program anymore. Doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
It's a lot of faff. For what?
What's happening to us? We're not bothered anymore, are we? Are we growing?
Fabulous.
Have we evolved? Have we leveled up?
It was. It felt really good saying it and meaning it, and it wasn't false humility. It was. Fuck! I'm so shit at getting fires going. It was. No, I've said it and I meant it. It was great.
Well, let's see.
She was a really nice person. She's talking to one of Gary Glitter's sons. You know his name, Gary Jr. And and if it gets made, it'll be a really interesting show. Have I considered producing, directing instead of fronting? Zero interest in that. That's like, for me, directing is like solving a really, really complicated maths problem. And I can't, I don't want to sit down with the pen and paper and work it out. Same with producing audio. Producing TV is different to producing audio. Producing in TV is more of a financial backing thing and ideas, but producing radio is more hands-on.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't
I've had people
edit.
make that mistake before and try sliding up to me to get projects off the ground. I'm going,
It's not
I'm
how
a
it
radio
works.
producer.
Yeah, a director in TV is probably more powerful than a producer, certainly more creatively powerful.
Yeah.
But that's why when I recorded all that audio of the Gary Glitter fans, I didn't know what to do with it, but you do, because your brain can solve that maths problem. I can't. How do you tell a story from, 5 hours of shit that I've recorded? How do you get that into a narrative?
Yeah.
Same when I shot that. Remember I made that documentary at that Monkeys convention? It's one of my favourite things, right? It's on YouTube. It's Monkeys fans. It's really quirky and lovely. I shot all this stuff and I didn't know what to do with it. So that guy, Jonathan Sloman, who we
he's
saw
great.
at the Beatles thing, he's brilliant. His dad's a famous editor. And I gave it all to him. I gave him this hard drive and I said, I don't know what the story is here. And he made it into like this 20-minute film that I'm very, very proud of. But I kind of feel like I didn't really have a lot to do with it because he saw the story and managed to pull it, managed to extract
It's
it.
beautiful, isn't it? It's like sometimes when I record a certain podcast with a certain other person and he always says to me, was that all right? And I went, it's in there. Because I know I can hear the bits.
Yeah.
It's in there.
But
But I still love hearing it, especially when someone else has done it, because
Yeah.
it's a completely different piece of work.
So it was if this documentary gets made, I look forward to it. You know, if they came and said we're going to give you £10,000, oh yeah, I'll
Let's
do that.
talk.
It won't. It'll be like £1,500 for a month's work, and it wouldn't fit in with my counselling, and it wouldn't fit. And I'm not bothered.
Wait and see.
Yeah, but I'm not. But it was lovely saying I'm not bothered. And now the fact I keep saying I'm not bothered probably makes it sound like I'm really bothered. But I'm not bothered.
He's concerned that he's not bothered. If anything,
Mr. Bodell says there's no Twitch mods on tonight. Okay, well we're going to change that, Paul. We're going to change that.
Wear this fluorescent jacket, please, and hold this clipboard.
Yeah, you just put your head above the parapet.
I am also
I
a
think
mod,
this is
so
your
I,
plan.
if necessary, I can step in. But I trust you fully, complicitly.
There we go.
Explicitly,
Richard's there.
Completely.
Oh,
Yes, Richard's there. Cock bongo, don't give Bodell any power, you idiots.
Paul, do you want to try and type something?
Bodell, I've been inspired by you to get my velvet jacket out. Oh, I wonder if you've worn yours yet.
And I'm inspired to wear this shirt that I bought at a charity shop that I thought I'd never wear because it's a bit loud for me.
I love
thought,
that.
I'll wear this. Look at the
This reminds me of holidays.
look at the sleeve, the inner sleeve.
Snazzy.
It's nice, isn't it? And I thought I'm never going to wear this, and I thought I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it tonight. Mr. Bodell, welcome. Gatford, you're back in the fold, buddy. Gatford is already a moderator of this channel. Paul, did you just tell me there were no mods when there are at least 3 mods just so you could be modded?
Yeah, he's climbing the greasy pole again.
Can we have some more Judge Boyle, please? Do you want to see if there's any?
Oh my God.
I think I've got this.
The Judge Boyle's Judgment Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the court is now in session.
Well, let me have a look. Let's see what.
We're having
Let's see what
issues.
debris has been caught in my shit net. It's not a very nice way of putting it, is it? No. Oh God. I'm trying to log in on a new thing. Right, hang on. Oh God. Right. Yeah. Right. Oh, for God's sake.
How do I stop cats attacking my Christmas tree? I don't know. How do I stop cats?
Don't have a Christmas tree. It's the only way. Right, let's see what we got.
2 of you just been given a magic sword. Enjoy. Chris says, I'm currently in bed with COVID and norovirus. I've shat myself inside out but can't smell it because of the COVID. What a lovely story. What a lovely, lovely story, Chris. Thank you so much for sharing that. That really is absolutely wonderful.
It's got a bum like a chewed orange.
Isn't it just...
The only viewer. Do you remember him from last night? He was instigating in the chat. Of course, he couldn't just leave it, could he? Not bothered.
Oh my God, he was the one who said you had Elton John's glasses and something about your daughter having a seizure. And I see he's done that there, but I can't remember what he...
I don't know. It was just very bothered.
It was
He's very bothered about me.
the first one we should have known. We gave him a second chance and he was a bellend. What lovely apologetic message has he sent you to say sorry?
I never thought I would like sliders, but at my age, you get fed up of having to push them out. Okay, so he's continuing with his type 5 minutes.
Those are the comments from last night. So those are the actual things that he said.
Oh, right, okay. So let's see. Unban request. So what's this then? Not especially looking... How do I open that?
Can you make that? Can you drag that across and make it wider? No.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
Refresh the page. Always refresh the page. Ian, what was Frank Sidebottom like in person? Do you want to know about Frank or do you want to know about Chris? You tell me which one you want to know and I'll tell you.
Here we go. Let's see if we can... Maybe Twitter is filtering out doing a double filter of knobs.
Hello, Giselle.
Where?
I think the framework of Twitter has changed itself
Twitch,
slightly.
yeah.
Twitch.
Unban requests. Okay, so look. Select.
It's not especially looking.
See, it's gone to that. Dunno. Oh, hang on. How do we... I don't want to look at his chat logs. I wasn't interested when it was live.
Mods, can you see the messages, mods? Because Catherine is...
It's not offering me the option, is it?
Wind me up a little bit here.
Well, you try.
Okay, not especially... All right, I'll try. All right.
Oh, hang on, there.
Not
Down
especially looking to be unbanned.
Just want to...
I don't know how you
Be
use
rude
this
again,
computer.
I'm guessing. Just want to explain. I associate Iain Lee as a comedian. Oh, here we go. And thought this was a comedy stream. It might be the compilation video of the Beatles saying one naughty word that done it. Only noticed the tags after being banned. Anyway, want to apologise for any offence caused with what I thought were a couple of innocuous jokes intended to get a chuckle from the presenters. Please don't attribute my misunderstanding to malice. Best of...
Get rid of this bar at the bottom.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. What you do is you go here. How do you right-click on this?
There.
Oh, for Christ's sakes! Now we're
Do you
in
know what I mean?
taskbar settings.
Why don't you just leave my
All right,
computer
let's just
alone?
He says, "Best of luck." That is apology. That is nice. Unban him.
I'll unban him. But fancy thinking that would be funny. Oh, I'm reporting him.
No, don't report him. Unban him.
I can't unban him.
The underscore only. Mods. Right, hang on.
How do we unban?
I'll do it. Unban the underscore. No, don't do anything.
I'm not.
What was his name?
Hang on. The only viewer.
Well, that was an apology.
It was.
Right, who's Monkey 77? They're unbanned.
What?
They're unbanned. Who's this? Monkey. There was another one. Who's Monkey 77?
That's weird.
Where are the banned action? Where are the unbanned requests again? Drunken Monkey.
Sorry, it's only banter.
Well,
It's because he said something that
no such thing
we
as
can't
Santa
have.
Claus. I'm going to unban.
Okay. How do we unban though? This is all gone to cock. Do I go up here?
You asked for this, Gary, and on your head be it.
To be honest, you're lucky you're not banned.
Yeah.
Skating Spaceman. I just made a comment about something. See, I can't even look. You were on at the same time as your left-wing nutter hero.
Oh, it's James O'Brien.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a mate of mine.
Just made a comment
About
James O'Brien. I don't see.
How would we find it on my computer? Because I want to see what his Twitch. God, this is like two old people.
It's this.
How do I find it on my computer? Guys,
I'm in the moderator thing.
Guys, make sure there's no tabs that I don't want you people to see. That's my emails. I don't really want you to see.
Can you go into mod view from what you've got?
Let's guys. How do we get into mod view from here? How do I do this? What do I do? Go. Yasmin says go into mod view. How do I do it, Yasmin? Oh Jesus! Now it's gone all psychedelic. Okay, the sword on the bottom.
Hang on, here we go. I don't see what was wrong with it. I made a comment about James O'Brien. Don't see what was wrong with it.
You called him a left-wing nutter. He's a friend of mine. Bye.
Yeah. So how do we get rid of him?
He's banned.
So he keeps banned.
He keeps banned.
But I can't reject his request.
Hang on,
That's what I want to be able to do. What's this? This is shite, isn't it?
This is our sensational return to Twitch after we sensationally abandoned Twitch. It's great to be back, guys. It's great to be back. We're falling through a hole of infinity, which is Catherine's nickname at school. However, Cape Town says, Dean said, this is like signing up on Mastodon. I've heard it was... Oh, was that loud? What, this is loud?
Oh, yeah.
It's looking the same as my other levels, so just deal with it, Dan.
So, yeah, I can't delete him. I don't know how this works anymore.
Start Skating Spaceman.
Yeah, that's the one that says this.
Oh.
Talk about Alex Belfield.
Alex Belford is more entertaining than this, but then his apology. We can't see the apology.
No, I'm not
The
interested.
sword button for mod view is near the chat button. Oh, mod view. I'm in mod view. I want to. Right. Mod view. I'm in mod view. Right. Oh, no, we're not going to play that game. Right. So where are these the unbanned requests? Catherine, you do this. You've done.
There. These 9 new.
You're on the same time. We've done that. Deny.
The bottom there.
Right. Okay. Football. So Alex B is more entertaining than this. It just said hi. Okay. Deny. Whoa.
Report.
Oh, you couldn't see that because that was. I can't see a report button, Catherine.
Yeah, those 3 dots at the top there.
Okay, you can't see that. That's horribly.
Oh no, it's not there. Oh.
Racially offensive. No, what we do is we go there. I think it's deny.
It was that. It was the exclamation mark.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, I can't see.
There,
the
bottom
exclamation mark.
right. It's behind
I can't see
it's behind the
bottom right.
lamp.
There isn't an X. Oh, yes, there is. Where's
Hateful conduct.
where? Yeah. Okay.
Have that. Slurs or symbols.
No, I think that's goodbye. Racist. There we go. That's that done. That was fun. I've never been able to do that. Oh shit.
Well, now you have the power.
Quiet Bloke says this is what happens when you leave Twitch. When you come back, you forget how to use it. I think they've actually changed it. I'm really struggling to get fires going at the moment. And I watched a YouTube video on how to get fires going at the moment. And it's just not happening.
What is going on with this world right now?
You know what I'm going to do?
Blow it out?
No, I'm not blow it out.
Blow it up? Is there going to be blowing involved? Are you getting more wood? It's getting wood.
I'm going to do it out. I'm going to use my jungle hat. This is why my hat is F. Because Amir Khan used my hat all the time to fan the fire.
Knob. What a knob. There's an actual jungle fire happening behind me. So Steve from Birkenhead wants to know about Frank Sidebottom and Chris, please. Was a big fan.
Be with you in a minute, Kath, just busy.
Giottora says, is the Pakistan trip with Amir Khan still on the table, Ian?
Yeah, we're doing it next week, mate.
I don't think so. This is like Paranormal Activity. I keep waiting for something horrible to emerge from behind you in the dark. Oh, he'll be back in a minute.
Shut up, you silly cow.
Do you have any of those little bellows that granddads in the 70s always had? Have you got any little bellows?
I think mine's about average.
Need your South African to show you firecraft, says Cape Town Dean. I think there's a noise coming from back there, and I daren't look into the shadows to see what the provenance is. Is anything happening?
Yes!
Keep
I'm
going.
out.
Keep going. All right. Still going. I mean, it's not very big, but he's trying ever so hard. So
Can't get it going, Kath.
keep going. I hear it happens all the time.
Can you blow on it for me, love?
I think you're quite good at that.
Here we go.
Are you doing the right bit?
Oh, fuck it. I'll try again tomorrow.
I met Chris Seavey to talk about converting his ZX Spectrum game, The Biz, onto the Commodore 64. It didn't happen in the end, and I can't remember much about him.
Probably because he was off his face at the time. Give me a minute.
I could see a little something.
No.
Don't feel bad. Don't feel
Ah,
you got it all over your shoulder.
Okay. Oh well.
Never mind, we'll try again another time.
Basically says all I can hear is slapping. I've been doing fires wrong all my life, and then I watched a YouTube video, and I was quite successful.
Yeah, because you reckon that previously you've been doing it like fires in cartoons, right? Like a wigwam formation to begin with, and apparently that's wrong.
Yeah, Chris was a nice guy, and Frank was funny. Right, okay. Chris was lovely. Frank was. It was always weird being with Frank. I spent like a day with him and he was Frank, and it was always weird being with Frank because I was such a huge fan. I would just be pissing myself constantly. And he'd keep going, why are you laughing? What's funny? I'm going, no, nothing, Frank. So Frank was a delight. I think he died 11 years ago. And it's my big regret is he never got to meet my boys, because my boys would have loved him. And Chris was lovely, you know. Chris was a very strange man. He would phone me up from time to. He had a couple of ideas for TV shows that he wanted me to be in. One was, go on.
And you've often said, go on, tell him about the TV shows, and then we'll talk about how
He had
brilliant he
two
would have been on
ideas for
YouTube.
TV shows, and one he wanted me to do with him was I would be hosting a quiz show, but in my back garden, and he would be my next door neighbour. And
Did
the
he
other
do that
one,
in number 73?
Huh?
Wasn't he in number
He was in
73
number
as a similar
73.
character?
And his other show that I think he filmed a pilot with John Thompson was Frank Sidebottom Celebrity Sleepovers. And he would come and sleep over. And you do it legitimately, right? He'd have a room and you'd all go to bed. And the way he explained it was I would wake up at 3 o'clock to hear him going through my house and just doing stuff. And then you'd go and have fun. So yeah, he was one of my heroes, one of my inspirations. You know, I everything that I've done comically and presenter-wise has been touched by his presence. You know, I was a fan from about the age of 13, so to end up working with him and calling him a friend and stuff was just a dream. And I think he's one of the best.
And unfortunately, he missed the moment when he could have really come into his own, didn't he?
YouTube,
because he said everyone's going to have their own channel.
He said when I did his TV show in Manchester, which it was great because he insisted that it would go out twice on Channel M, and he insisted the first transmission went out in black and white, and they were really pissed, but they did it. And yeah, I was talking to Chris, and he said one day in the future everyone's going to have their own TV channels. And what? I mean, this would have been, you know, YouTube was around, but it wasn't really a thing. This would have been about 2008, 2009, and he was spot on. Imagine what he could do with YouTube. He phoned me up once to say, "You're never going to believe what Channel M are letting me do. They're letting me be the test card." And he did it all night. I wonder if it's on YouTube. YouTube. He was the test card for Channel M one night, and the first 20 minutes of him just sat there with little Frank going. It's Pinter. He's Harold Pinter, you know. It's performance art. He's Pinter crossed with Kaufman, crossed with anything you fancy.
Yeah. Probably a bloody nightmare to live with, his poor wife. That story you tell about him getting the money to go and pay the electric.
Holy shit. There's the 2 hours of it is there. Right, hang on. You asked for this. Let me have a look.
Oh, here we go.
It's under here.
You got it?
Nope.
It's the Santa blanket.
Right. Why are we using this blanket? Why are you using my blanket?
Because it's flipping chilly here and you won't put your heating on.
I put the heating on, mate.
Yeah, and then you've turned it off.
Yeah, because it was.
Because you were too hot and I've just arrived.
It's you. This is you. Right. Take it.
God.
Take it. Right. Bottom left. Let's have a little bit. So this is.
Yeah.
Frank.
So tell him that story about his wife saying go and pay the electric.
Oh, it's a famous story. It was in the film. He went off to the electricity board to pay the electric, and he came back with a ZX81 and said, "We're going to get rich with this," and he hadn't paid the bill. Right. So this is Frank Sidebottom as a test card. There we go. Hang on. At what point does he
fine tuning?
What point does he reveal? It's moving. But no one, and this was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Channel M was Manchester Channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, when they made regionalised channels. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. No one knew about it. He's doing it on a keyboard.
If I'm staying here till 6 o'clock, you need to be comfy, don't you? Right. Let's get my hand in there properly. You just rest there. Watch, don't knock that off, because that's integral for test cards. Right. Big breath.
Big breath. Big breath. It's integral for test cards.
Now I understand when you do impressions of me what the voice is. I'm always saying, where am I from? Turns out Timperley is where I'm from.
That's not the right note, is it?
I think it's higher, Frank.
Yeah, well, no, it was the right note. And it doesn't have vibrato, and that's what it is. That's it. Oh, blam, I've knocked that over now.
I didn't watch all of that in the end. I haven't seen that for such a long time. That is beautiful. That is Frank Sidebottom's test card. Let's put that link in the chat while I'm watching that this weekend. There we go. That's that link in the chat. If you want to have some of that. What a star. What a legend.
Oh, I saw something dead funny on Twitter today. It made me laugh so much.
Oh,
Did you see it?
I know what you saw.
The Leeds Kardashians.
Yeah, let's have some of that.
Oh my God. It made me laugh. And she's done loads, it turns out. Have a look on mine because I was retweeting them like Billy O.
Okay, well, I like to use my own technique to find things.
It's taking you longer.
No, it's not. It's taking me exactly the right amount of time I want. I want to see this fella with carrots. Because eating fella. It's the carrot.
I love a carrot, but that's not how you eat. No.
No, it's not there, Catherine.
No. Look on mine.
It's Catherine.
Unblock me and look on mine.
All right.
Look at you insisting on doing it your way. Just be told. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Let's have a weekend away in York. We've had a very stressful few weeks with these exes. I feel like we can bring all of our...
So these women don't normally talk like
They're
this?
Americans.
Okay.
And they live in America, not Leeds.
friends, forget about these fellas. Yeah, what's going on here? No.
This is one of those Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Who's the main Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian.
Platform 7A will be the 10:18 northern service to York.
Yeah, that's him that does trolleys at Asda.
It's him that does the trolleys at Asda. Look at him.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, love, you look stunning.
What can I say?
Here, let's have one of these. Do you know I only want one when I've had a wine?
Yeah, you do, right.
Come on.
I'll leave this with you, love. I better go. I'm off to York without family.
York? Are you taking me?
What you like, you? Yeah, you
What
in
you like,
York
you?
now? Yeah, I'm on my way to the hotel. I'm just in a taxi. Oh my God, we're still in Leeds. I'm just in a taxi to the station now. Full of roadworks, so God knows what time train I'll be getting. I thought you were banned from Amber Cars. Shut up. You better be up for going out as soon as you get here. Promise. I will. Okay, bye.
Very well done.
So well done.
Ooh, proper nice this.
Hello, reception.
Hiya, there's no hairdryer and all coffee sachets are decaf.
Hey, up.
These two.
Seriously, you'll get a shift on. We are last to arrive. Aye. The cheeky gets have put us in one of them old rooms. Stick that music channel on telly. Oh my God, Chloe, look at you. Seriously, what do you look like?
Fucking
I've never
hell.
seen a woman with a tuck before.
What is going on there?
I
TOS.
told you it rate posh in here. Shut up. Anyway, we're not having that afternoon tea. I just
Oh,
looked at
Jesus,
me.
these are real people.
Just little something they
It's
threw on for
35 quid
Betty's.
each. Oh my God, let's just get 3 fat rascals then, but we better get a good photo because I'm going to be posting this. Actually, my first time having a fat rascal. You heard it here first. York Minster is just wow. Woo, Courtney. Chloe, I'm so cold. I feel like taking a jacket, but I'll regret it, won't I, when I get to the club? No,
This made me laugh so much. It's the way they respond to it.
you've not had enough to drink, that's what it is. Go to your room now and make another drink. Go on.
Come down this side.
Yeah, we're on VIP.
Hey, I like your glasses, love.
Oh, thank you. I didn't realise it was still 2 for 1. I got us all a load of porn stars.
Jesus.
Well, York.
DJ Otzi phoned me up. Did you hear it? He had his new song.
Shit, isn't it?
Awful. DJ Otzi called the show because we sort of know each other a bit. He says it was my idea to do Hey Baby Ooh Ah. I dispute that, but he phoned up to say that him
You
and
were the
his daughter,
inspiration for that song, weren't you?
That's what he says.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but he said Gyratory says I have no frame of reference.
No, this is the original.
And he's done with his daughter. Merry Christmas, War is Over, but he's just done. I'm waiting for the fat beats to drop.
No fat beats.
No, it's just done it. Bloody awful.
Oh, let me hear ya.
Not seen you lot in here before.
We're from Leeds. We're all sisters.
Right, I'll just read that back to you, love. That's one Big Mac meal large with fries, Sprite, hot salad sticks, and 20 chicken nuggets. Okay, thank you.
Last night out. Love it in Yorkers. Chloe's booting off because they've turned McFlurry machine off. Chloe! Hello? Flipping it, Kendall. Give me a fright. I forgot we dyed your hair last night. Oh, you should stay at bathroom. It's gone midday, you know. You're going to have to get up. I rang reception and they said I could stay till 2. I got up and went for breakfast, mate. Where'd you go? Just downstairs. It was an extra tenner, you know, but I thought I'll treat myself instead of having another porridge pot in room. I saved you a bit. Get your head down for an hour and we'll meet you at station at 2. Love you. Love you.
It's so good.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently there's a Van Damme. Here we go. Nellie Baines. You should watch Teesside Van Damme. Basically Van Damme with a Middlesbrough accent.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll have some of that.
Let's do it.
There's also, have a look at her, honestly, have a look at her Twitter because she's hilarious and she does, they go to Asda in one of them. And also they do a wedding.
You can't beat a bit of gladiators on a Saturday night, Well,
I hope you haven't taped over Big Break that kid.
of course I haven't taped over Big Break, you daft cunt.
This is shit, Nelly. It's got the C word in it and it's
Flipping
rubbish.
heck, Nelly.
Nelly? Always got to push it too far, Nelly.
We were having a nice laugh, weren't we? A nice cheeky laugh with the
And so many
Kardashians.
C-bombs were dropped in. Suppose if my kids have been watching this, Nelly, you would be responsible for their decline. Nelly...
And you, a former teacher.
If everybody in the chat can go, Nelly, that'll teach him a lesson. Oh, hang on. Look, I found a video of the boys at Euro Disney.
Oh, they were so tiny then.
Yeah, and they don't remember it, so that was a waste. Yeah, that was a waste of taking them to.
You had a
Euro
nice
Disney.
time though, didn't you?
Not really. Waste of money. Don't take young children like 2 and 4 to Euro Disney.
Or swimming lessons. Although it did release the essence of my eldest. I told you the story, right? I took her to, they called it Little Ducklings.
Okay.
It was a swimming lessons for like toddlers. And she was a very quiet kid with a very judgy face. Like her rest face was this. Permanently. Appalled, basically. So took her swimming. She just stood there shivering. Then she'd get in and her face was permanent. She was doing this in the water. And the teacher said, now, come on, if you put your face in the water, just get your hair a little bit wet. Put your face in the water and you can have a badge. And the only thing she ever said in those lessons for the entire time, I don't want a badge. And that is the essence of my daughter. Even now, she's 14.
She don't want a badge, does she?
Not doing it to impress you, mate.
She don't want a badge. The phone lines are open, 0203 286 6370. You can Skype us, TLNA. We haven't really done this for quite a long time. We are sensationally back on Twitch. However, a lot of people going, oh, why are you not on Twitch? Tell you why we're not on Twitch, because we're on Patreon, right? Patreon is the way forward. We do 2 shows a week. We're taking a couple of weeks off in December, but we normally do 2 shows a week that you can watch live or then watch back. Yesterday's show we got done by Adele, so it's on YouTube. But I'm having to.
Damn you! What, even with the rubber nose?
Yeah, exactly.
How dare she?
That is. You can watch it on Twitch. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube at some point. So you sign up to Patreon. The link is in the chat. Thank you, Richard. If you're listening to the free podcast of this, you can watch this show live. You can watch this show back. And the podcast you are hearing now, you can get 2 of these podcasts, these full 2.5, 3 hour long podcasts every single week if you sign up to Patreon. $5 a month it is. patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. Patreon.com/Iain Iain and Katherine with a K. $4.99 a month plus VAT, and you get 2 of these shows to watch live a week. You get the podcast, the full audio podcasts a week, and also I checked. You also get access to 348. That's sad, isn't it? 348 previous TLNA shows on YouTube that you can dip in and out of and watch to your heart's content. And we have special guests, we watch videos, we have phone calls, we play games. It's all up there. It's all a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you'll also get those all as podcasts, should you desire. $4.99 a month. Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. There are other tiers. I would suggest this Christmas, if you want to just pop up to the £15 tier for 1 month and join us, we will be having one Zoom meeting, which will be a little bit festive.
It's going to be a Christmas party.
Christmas
Because
party.
otherwise, our work Christmas do is just this again, but with no cameras on.
Christmas party. Just pop up 15 quid. We're also doing a live show December the 18th. 7 tickets left. I'll put the link in the chat a little bit later on. Good evening, Gatford.
Gary.
Guess who's coming to the Christmas show? Well, not the Christmas show, but the
I know
that you're doing.
Caterfer is.
Right, yeah, keep going.
I know that Mr. Bodell isn't because he's a plastic fan.
Oh.
Yeah, we all know that, yeah.
Keep going. Jimbo's coming.
Yes.
Yep. Lonely God, yep.
Lonely God Dave is coming.
Yes. Amy?
Rail Sorts, I think, is coming.
Rails? Sorry, hang on, who?
You mean Richard?
Roll Salts.
Roll Salts.
Roll Salts. Roll Salt. Not rail. Where's the I?
And a certain 6-foot bearded 8-toed person. Me! I'm coming.
Are you 6 foot?
6'3".
He's 8-toed.
Yeah.
2 foot. You're not 6
I like the
foot
stats.
3.
I am. I've been measured recently.
Nelly says I'm not coming then.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I know we're looking forward to it. It's going to be good to see you, man. It's been too long. We're looking forward to it. I see you're all arranging a meal, and I was thinking today, could we make that meal? But we can't because we have to get in at 6 and set up and do all that. I would genuinely love to, and we just can't make it work, unfortunately.
It's all been like last year. The last time we did this, it was all like just organised on the fly. Now there's like a Google Doc and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they've really organised it.
Screw that.
I know.
Richard says the meal is at 4 p.m. Yeah, I'll be in bed, mate. 4 p.m. up at 5, drive there for 6.
Are you doing a show? Oh no, you're not doing a show that morning. It's a Sunday, are you?
It's a Sunday. I'm on my Christmas holidays. That is my last bit of show business. Then, so no, we should probably learn a song, and the rest will just be made up on the spot. But we should learn a song. Don't say it in front of them. We'll think of something.
Oh, okay. Not something that were Mac related in relation to.
No, because they're a little bit tricky. No, they're a bit tricky to play on the guitar.
Oh, you're going to play the guitar?
Yeah, I'm going to play the guitar.
I thought we were going to do a dance routine.
It's another impression you can't do anymore, Kath, I'm afraid, isn't it?
Well, actually, I'm better at it than she is now. So
it's
swings and roundabouts.
Good money to be made from
being Christine McVie, because not a lot of people were doing the voice before, and certainly there are one less now.
Wow, too soon.
In it.
24 hours.
It's rock and roll, mate.
Yeah. Well, you got to get in there quick. It is very nice to see you back on Twitch. I love the Patreon, but it's very nice to see you back on Twitch. I've been watching a lot more Twitch recently, whilst watching the World Cup, having it on, and then watching someone playing something or talking about.
Don't let her claw. Hang on a minute. Don't let her claw on that heated blanket.
She's not. She's on my jeans.
Okay, good, because she's clawing the heated blanket, Katherine, because it breaks the filaments. Sorry, Gary. Carry on.
I've just got wet feet.
What? Has Katherine brought a friend?
Patty is on her lappy.
Oh, okay.
Well, I like the Patreon. I like the Twitch because we get loads of lovely randoms and loads of arsehole randoms, and we've got actually not that many more than normally watch the show. I do like it. I like it. If it was sustainable to do it that way, I'd love to do it. I'm all for giving stuff out for free. But we gotta feed the children.
Yeah.
And we love our Patreon people, our lovely, lovely Patreon people who your subs are all in this month, and it is much appreciated. Thank you.
I forgot to cancel again.
You absolute bell cheese.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that? So who are you watching on Twitch at the moment? Because I've not been on it very often at all.
I do watch a bit of Emsy Plays when she comes on, but it
I love
tends to be a
Emsy.
little bit later. So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of like a late night thing.
Yeah.
I watch a guy called Lulu Joe who plays Football Manager. No, that's fairly geeky and boring, but he also talks about the World Cup while he plays
it's
it.
all
So that's
good.
good.
It's all good.
A bit of the computer game show when they're on.
Yeah, I
Watched
like
a
those
bit
guys.
of David playing World Cup soccer last night.
Oh, okay.
Or the night before. That's about it, really. But and then the old random, like you say, just sometimes you click on and you go, what are they doing?
Yeah, yeah.
And so something like that. It's quite nice. It's better than telly at the moment.
Yeah, I don't watch telly. 1899, and I'm not sat down and watched that. I can't be bothered to turn the telly on.
Although I do need to watch The Patient now that I can legally.
The Patient is on Disney.
Oh, is it?
Disney Plus.
Go and watch it. What a show! Super Saint calls you Amaranthford. The Patient is on Disney Plus. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. Amazing television program. Art.
Yes, and I haven't found another television program to start, so I am waiting. I think it's on there now, isn't it? I think I put on there that it's on there first.
I think it's started. Yeah, it's up there. Go and do it.
So yes, that will be this weekend.
All right.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Cheers. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Go and watch The Patient. Go and watch 1899, which I haven't gone back to. I can't be bothered to sit down in front of the telly.
I quite enjoyed Wednesday for a bit of fun, if you've got kids as well.
Oh, my youngest phoned me up to say he was literally just about to start watching it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, it's Dan says he watched the first 5 episodes of The Patient. How many are there? Is it 8 or is it 10? It's so good. You only watched like the first 1 or 2?
I didn't even watch the whole one.
I thought you watched one with me.
No.
We watched one.
I don't remember.
Wow.
I don't remember watching the whole one. I think you showed me a bit and then said, now you're on your own.
I don't think I would show you a bit. I think I showed you a whole one.
Yeah, you probably thought about something else and went, oh, now look at this.
Okay, that's mocking my
No,
neurodiversity.
it's not. It's recognising it.
I'll recognise you in a minute.
Well, that would be new, wouldn't it? Because the old face thing is a problem. True.
10 episodes, so it's gripping. It honestly, it's done. It gets better. It really is. It's wonderful. Everything about it is wonderful. So this morning on the radio show, I do a radio show every weekday
Patty,
from 7.
Pick a lap. Just pick a lap.
Blues Noodle says the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is pretty good. A friend of mine said it was rubbish and they bailed out. We do a breakfast show weekdays from 7 on jackfm.co.uk. They didn't get the .com, and this morning, I can't plan a radio. Very rarely can I plan a radio show, right? I might have ideas for phone-ins that pop up and I write them down, but they're always on the hoof, on the fly, off the hoof, on the hoof, off the fly. I don't know which is which. And Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I had nothing. And the mic went up, and I was talking to Joe, and I went, "Oh, I'm going to invite everybody into the studio today." It was just one of those things. And it was a real Paul Will Rip. Yeah, I know. It was an 11 this morning. Yeah, it was a good show today, John. My boss texted me to say, "Well, that was interesting," which I think means it was good. It was like, we're going to invite everybody in, and it's a real punk because I don't believe many people listen. And it was it's one of those, and I've kind of stopped doing it as a phone in because people aren't calling in. Not some of you do, and that's great, but people aren't calling in. So I've kind of stopped doing those phone in topics, and if I throw them out, it's just out of habit. So I thought, well, let's try this, and let's be prepared for no one to turn up, and that's okay. If you can't go to their house, they can come to you. I think that may have been part of it as well, Matty. And so we did it, and it was slow. But first-time caller, Kirk, it talks like that sometimes, came in, and that was lovely. But today, it took off. Today, we had lovely Todd and Flo. Flo was, I think, 8 years old, and she came in, and she wouldn't look at me. She wouldn't shake my hand. She wouldn't say anything. And I said, that's absolutely fine. Let's just go and sit in the studio. I haven't got to do anything. And then she wouldn't stop talking, and it was wonderful. I love it. I tell you what pisses me off.
Go on.
Right. This is the world we live in, where people think this is fun or acceptable. I like kids. I get on really, really well with kids. You've seen me in a playground. If I'm in the playground, within 10 minutes, I'm surrounded by the kids organising games.
Yeah.
Right? Love kids. I get it from my dad. And
But also, he's not, don't get me wrong, though, he's not going in there going, right, everyone over here.
No, not doing anything.
They just They just kind of gravitate towards him.
What is lovely is both of my boys have got it as well. The oldest in particular. They were been at a couple of things where, like 4 or 5 year old kids have attached to them. So I love kids, right? If you go on Twitter and say I love kids, or I put kids are especially welcome. Come to the studio, kids. You get all these fucking people with Jimmy Savile gifs and I wouldn't let my kids go. Fuck off. Why is that your thought process? Why is that your thought? Blah 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 blah. But why is that your thought process? That someone says they like kids, instantly you go there. And I really chose my language. I'm being slightly freer with my language here. But when I wrote that tweet, I knew it would be one of those things.
Well, that's the easy, and I'm going to use the word joke advisedly, but that's the easy joke, isn't it? It's like when people mention prison, they go to the rape jokes.
When Alex Belfield went to prison, I really did... there was somebody who's going to have a sore arsehole and all that. Don't bend over. It's rape.
Why would you wish that on someone?
You're joking about rape. Even him, I would not joke about that, But it was... So I worded that tweet really carefully because I knew there would be people... Fuck, why would you do that? What? Send me any Savile gifts.
Because they're dim and unfunny.
It's banter. You're right, dog. It's banter. Idiots. Twitter's a cesspit. Nelly says, for me, it reflects horribly on the people who bring it up. It was so... It just really got me angry. It didn't make me sad. It got me angry, thinking, but fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Awful. And you're right. The male rape jokes about prison. And there's people were very angry about. I was furious at Belfield. I was humiliated by him. I was furious. All of those things. I'm not gonna make a joke about him getting raped. Come on. That's not helpful, is it? Richard, I do work with kids and I love it. And that's great.
Yeah.
You say that on Twitter. Oh, Jimmy Savile, now then. Someone replied, now then. Oh, get out of here. Anyway, that stuff gets right on my nerves. But it was a lovely, lovely show. And Visionary, Amber came in. And it was an absolute delight. We'll talk about that in a minute. Because James is on the line. Hello, James.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, not great. I feel like you've helped me out before, so I've kind of, you'd like to know how I'm sort of getting on.
Can I think I can tell what the problem is. Can I just dive straight in and take a punt?
Go for it.
Ditch those headphones. No, I don't mean necessarily now. I just mean in life in general.
So, it's because of the feedback, right? So the reason I've got these shit headphones, sorry, I shouldn't swear. I was away over the summer, right? And I bought a really expensive pair of AirPods. And one of them came out and went outside of the window of the bus I was in. And then they got run over, like one of them. So I was left with one AirPod, basically. And I couldn't afford to replace them. So I've just been left with these wide headphones.
You use those if you want to use those. Go on, what is going on? How can we help you?
Fucking, you're going to feel really bad now. Fucking... Right.
Go on. Right, focus.
It's horrific, basically.
Yeah.
So, handbrake turn and a half, fucking out. 2 weeks ago, my flatmate killed himself.
Oh, shit, man.
James.
Yeah.
James, mate.
So, yeah, I'm still sort of coming to terms with that. So I thought I'd sort of, just check in with you guys.
There are you now? Are you in the flat? Have you gone home? You're in the flat?
Living in the flat.
Is it just... have you got any other flatmates, or is it just him?
There was 3 of us that were living together, but the other one just goes home more regularly because obviously he lives closer to Manchester, so it's easier for him. But my parents still live in Cardiff, so it's not as straightforward for me to just nip home.
How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, and right now it's weird because this is the first Friday I'm not out in weeks, just because of a number of different factors, but just really strange. It just feels really quiet, really sort of eerie. The past couple of weeks I've still been getting on with uni, I've still been doing work, counselling, all that stuff. But today I got back in from uni, I'd been in there for 4 or 5 hours, and there was just a note in the kitchen from his mum, because she come and collected his stuff, and it just hit me. I was just like, shit, Yeah.
So it's things are weird and things are, you're kind of plodding on, but sort of not quite plodding on. But what is how are you feeling? What is the emotion that's going on for you right now?
Right now, it's just sort of a bit of just, sadness, sort of a bit. I'm still confused is the wrong word, but I'm still sort of coming to terms with it. It's bizarre. Like I'm still expecting to hear him because he lived in the room next to me, so he'd normally be on on Discord with his mates or playing his guitar or something like that. It's just a really strange and sort of bizarre situation to find yourself in, because like I spoke to him literally on the Thursday, and he was off to a gig and everything seemed fine, and I went down south to visit family and I got a text from his mate saying that he died.
You know that 2 weeks is nothing in this road that you are unfortunately on. So 2 weeks is nothing, and whatever you are feeling now is the right thing for you to be feeling now. Have you got people? You got people around you that you can talk to?
I've got a really good support network. I'm lucky. I've got friends. I've got work. Have been really good. I'm still carrying on with various stuff. In terms of that side of things, I don't really want to stop working, because I think the more time I've got sort of on my own, the more it sort of won't go as well as it probably should in that sense, because I don't want to just be left with my own thoughts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to do whatever it is that will help you get through the immediate aftermath, and if that is getting as much noise in your head as you need to do so you can't think about it, then that's it. First, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for him, for the fact that he felt that was the way out, and I'm really sorry for you, James, that you have been put in this position and you have lost someone. Were you close?
Yeah, we were like basically all of us in the flat were really good mates, which is the other thing. The thing that hurts more than the fact that obviously he died, which is terrible, but the fact that he didn't feel comfortable speaking to either of us about his problems is the worst part for both of us. That's what sort of is the most painful thing.
Yeah.
My sister says, and I'm bringing her in because she unfortunately knows, she has lost people to people taking their own lives. She has lost someone very, very close to her. And she says it's shocking when it happens. And it's a really obvious statement, but actually I think it's important to acknowledge the shock of it, that it is, nothing can prepare you for that. And it is, I'm sure at some points it's felt surreal. It's felt weird, and she's right to bring that in. The shock of it is, and you're possibly still experiencing the shock of it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, like when I found out, because again, it wasn't the best way that I could have found out about it. It was the sense that, like, his mate messaged me and said, "Have you heard from him?" Was like, "Yeah, I heard him in the flat last night." Why? I was like, "Oh, he's not responding to messages," and I just sort of laughed it off. So I was just like, well, it's not a big deal. Like, I spoke to him the other day, like, he's fine. And then literally it was 2 hours later, he's died. And then the Halls of Residence phoned me and they were like, there's been an incident in your flat. And I was like, okay, like, can you tell me whether my mate's died or not? And they were like, we can't wait. We can't say anything until the police have confirmed stuff. And I was like, well, can you just say whether my mate's died? Like, Jesus, man.
They pretty much told you, but without saying anything.
Yeah. So that was bad to deal with, and then everything else, it just, it's been a lot to sort of take in. With, I mean, to be fair, you've been really good with reaching out, and they've offered all the support they can, but it's just been a mad couple of weeks basically.
I'm so sorry for you. We lose too many people to them taking their own lives, and it's an awful thing to happen, and it's awful for all of the people around them. The ripples of that go out and they touch so many people and they cause so much damage. What do you need from us, James? How can we help you?
I mean, I just thought I'd let you know, because I feel like I've got not a duty, but you've helped me out before without realising with stuff. So I thought you'd want to know how I was getting on. So that's why I told you.
James, would it help if I gave you my telephone number?
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, look, I've got counselling. I'm doing that. I've got a good support network. I'm lucky. I've got other people that I could talk to. But I appreciate the offer.
Okay, listen. If you do ever want to WhatsApp or chat or whatever, send me an email. I'd be very, very happy to send you my number so that we could.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
You know, whatever.
It might be
whatever
useful
you'd
to
like.
have someone who's not in it, you know,
Yeah.
because at the moment you're still in that whirlwind, aren't you?
And I'm not necessarily offering that as a counsellor, although I'd be happy to, we could talk like that, but also as a friend, and also as a male friend. You know, the offer is there, James, and it's a genuine offer. If you ever want to take me up on it, please just drop me a line and I'll send you my number.
I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, I'm still... The sort of strange thing is, it sounds a bit weird, but aside from that, like my career and everything else is going really well. So it's like, it's just that parallel is really strange. I know you've had it before where your career's going well and people think everything's fine, and then something like that happens and it's just like, you know, shit.
Yeah. We're all hanging by a thread, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. There's probably a lot of weird emotions are going to come up at some point. And anger is almost definitely one of them. And it, you know, a lot of people feel angry when someone dies for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know, I imagine it's different for every single person that you will go through a series of quite conflicting and confusing emotions.
It's mainly just sadness at the minute. I don't feel any anger towards him because he was obviously suffering that much that he'd do that. And when I've been chatting to my counsellor and stuff, she's basically been saying, you know, he spent the last year of his life with you and your other flatmate, so you should be grateful that he chose to spend that time with you, and you can't feel any guilt or anything like that. No. And it's easy to think like that, but obviously it was just a coincidence. So me and my other flatmate weren't in the weekend where he did it. I was down south visiting family. My other flatmate had gone home, so he was on his own. And just that thing, you know, that sort of keeps you up at night, where it's like, well, if I was there that day, could I have said anything? But then he'd obviously made his...
But then he might not have been that day. You know, he'd obviously made his mind up.
And that's it. When people have made that decision, you know, unless you're physically in the room, there was some really powerful images today of a guy on a bridge who was going to jump off, and people just grabbed him and held him for an hour and talked to him until he was able to be persuaded that actually no. But yeah, when someone has decided they are going to end their life, there's almost nothing that can be done to change it. That switch has been flicked, unfortunately. I mean, that sounds dismissive. I don't mean it to. James, I'm so sorry this has happened, and I'm so sorry you've lost a friend in one of the most horrific ways. And it sounds like you've got a great network around you of people that you can talk to. And I would urge you to talk as much as you can. Talk to your friends about him. You know, you got a counsellor. How are you getting on with your counsellor?
It's only been 2 weeks. We've only done two sessions, but yeah, she's been great. Again, just the main sort of thing she's been saying again is you can't feel any guilt or anything like that. You've just got to, because again, you know, he wouldn't want me to live in, you know, a state of depression or anything like that. He'd want me to just get on with my life as it was before. But it's really difficult when you try that. Like this week, I've been going to work and uni and stuff, but like, there's just constant reminders about stuff. Like yesterday, it still took him a while for all his parents to come up and everything. Like all of his stuff was just in an Amazon box in the kitchen. And like today, I walked into the main reception of the building. It's just like a book of condolences, and there's like again all of his other stuff just in the kitchen, and it's just like constantly just being reminded of it is the worst part.
Yeah. Still very fresh, and it's people are all processing it in their way, aren't they? Some people it's a flipping book, and other people it's organising things, and
I appreciate
just keep one foot in front of the other. That's all you can do, isn't it?
I really appreciate you sharing this with us, because that means a lot that you feel that you wanted to come and tell us that. I think it's also really important, and there's a lot of lovely comments coming in the chat that you may or may not want to look at, but it is important to be reminded that this happens, and this happens way too often, and we all this happens too often, and I really feel like we should be able to give you something, and we can't. If you ask for something, then we're very happy to help. It's one of those frustrating things. I want to fix you. I want to give you a hug, and I want to fix you, and I can't do that. This is a journey that you're.
Well, I'm doing
on.
everything I possibly can at the minute. I mean, trying to cut down a bit on my drinking, but even then that's hard because I like going out, I like being sociable. It's you feel part of yourself is a bit conflicted about, should I be doing this? But I like to still enjoy myself, and that's another weird thing where, like, I was out last Saturday, it would have been, and I just felt really just off. It was just after like I got to like 12:30, and it was just like, do you know what? I've had like 3 pints. I was just like, I'm gonna go home now.
Yeah.
Do you just feel like just that constant, just sort of sadness.
You have to do whatever. This is so early and so raw. If you drink more than usual, do you know what? I mean, this is not particularly a counsellor-y thing to say. You have to do what you have to do to survive. If that means getting pissed a bit more and more often than usual, do you know what? That's okay. As long as it doesn't become a lifestyle or a habit, it's whatever you have to do to get through.
But equally, don't feel bad about feeling shit. You deserve, of course you feel shit. It's natural that you would, right? So if you're out and you don't feel like it anymore, look after yourself. Basically, treat yourself like your best friend would treat you, right? Yeah. They're not going to go, come on, one more, don't be it would be crazy to think that you would be able to continue as normal. And that's the thing. You won't ever be the same. You won't be the same, but it won't hurt as much after a bit.
But also, I mean, there has been some positives out of this. Like, I've cut a lot of fake people out of my life. I've sort of realised what's important and what isn't and all of that stuff. Yeah. You realise who your mates are as well when something like this happens to you. Like, people that I've literally not spoken to in years have messaged me. That means that means a lot. Like, ex-girlfriends and people like that I've been on bad terms with are just messaging me to see if I'm okay, which is like, pretty amazing, really.
I really appreciate you getting in touch with us, James, and you know how to contact us. If there is anything that we can ever do, then just ask, and it would be our pleasure.
No, I appreciate that, and that's why I phoned you, because especially after the sort of cuts, the proposed cuts to sort of BBC local radio, I don't think people higher up in sort of middle management that sit on these Band B contracts and work from home 4 days a week don't really understand the power of these sorts of shows,
Yeah.
I have a lot of love and respect for you, James, and I wish you the best.
Thanks.
We're about, if you ever want to talk about it, if you ever want to not talk about it and just come on and dick around, we're here, okay?
Cheers.
All right, mate. Take care. Thank you, James. Cheers. Bye-bye.
What a shitty thing to have to deal with. Lots of love to you, James.
That's life, that is life.
Yeah.
And it's horrible, and it's raw, and it's painful, and nothing can ever prepare you for it. Thank you, James. And thank you, James. I appreciate you getting in touch. Gosh, there we go. 0203 286 6370 is the phone number. Don't feel bad about phoning up. This is what we always refer to as the clunky gear changes, like life. These shows kind of, that they go in all different kinds of directions, and you go from a laugh to something absolutely horrific, and we can go back to silliness again. It's okay to do that. It's not disrespectful. It's not mean. It's how we function and how we survive as human beings. So yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Oh, God.
How are you doing? We haven't checked in for a little bit. How are you doing?
I've had a really rough week.
Go on. Share as much as you want. I know we are withdrawing slightly from exposing our lives as much as we have done on here. So.
I was not very well, and I do think that whatever it is that's going around at the moment has got, maybe it's also combined with the ether of the general ether we're living in at the moment in this country, right, where everything just seems a little bit shitter than it was before, and there's no end in sight of it, right? But I was ill, and then after that I just felt exhausted and sad after being ill. I had this sort of started with a head cold, ended up with a hots and colds, and I just felt dreadful. And I'm not the sort of person who falls asleep and sleeps all day, but I did it a couple of days, and I think I needed to. And it's only today I felt remotely back to normal. But it did leave just this kind of fog of sadness, and worrying that basically we're redecorating. my eldest's room, finally, after all this time, say redecorating, we painted it. We painted over the little sheep that I'd painted over in the baby's nursery, that I don't have any babies anymore. So everything's out of that room. It's all over the house. I've got boxes everywhere. And now I'm just waiting for the carpet man to say when he's going to fit this little postage stamp. And of course, they've gone quiet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so now...
he was all up for it a
I
while
know,
ago.
I know. And so now it's like people are putting Christmas trees up and stuff. And I'm thinking, I can't get any more stuff out. I need to start putting some stuff away before I can do any of that stuff. Yeah. I just feel like that it's representative of this kind of limbo that I'm in at the moment, you know, where it feels like I've just been getting by for months, just about getting by. And it's not lifting. Is how it feels on a bad day. But actually, you know, there have been some funny things that have happened as well, you know, and for the most part, I know I'm lucky, but I feel just a bit flat at the moment. Yeah, and I can cry at the drop of a hat.
Right. Go on, do it now.
Don't, because I will.
Go on.
Don't, because I will.
Do it. I know, I want you to. Go on. Come on.
Oh, do you want me to squeeze one out for you?
Please do. Go
Oh God, yeah, but I tested negative. This is a thing, but
there's
and
a COVID going around that is undetected. I know my boy had it, and it was undetected.
And I know it wasn't just a cold.
Yeah, there is. I mean, listen, I have no scientific evidence. There is a strain going around that those tests don't pick up on. I know it.
Yeah, well, I stayed away from my mum just in case. But my dad came round painting. He ended up with taking it back with him, I think.
Oh, bloody hell.
So they've both not been very well. But there we go. Also, have you noticed the COVID test that you saved from last time around? Have you noticed anyone else that the liquid in those little capsules seems to have like disappeared?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I think it's evaporating.
I got a shitload in my garage. If anyone.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, let me take a couple back.
Do you want some?
Well, yeah, just because I don't want to take any risks going near my mum if anyone feels a bit dicky and it's Christmas is coming, you know.
I got a few. They're £5 a test. I'm not even joking.
I know you're not. Flipping gone.
They're £7 in the chemists. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of gone, so I watched this programme the other day about a lad. It's called Pepsi Where's My Jet. Have you heard about this?
Why are you just saying random words that don't go together?
Pepsi were giving away tokens or like bonus points for drinking loads of Pepsi back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they had an advert, and in the advert it said for something like 6 million tokens, Harrier jump jet. And it was, and they maintained it was a joke, but there was no blurb underneath.
You're not certainly not allowed to do that in the UK.
Well, no, they changed it afterwards. But this kid saw it and went, right, I could probably get that together. He worked out how many Pepsis he'd have to drink, and he had a rich friend who splashed him it was only a few grand in the grand scheme of things if you were going to buy a Harrier jump jet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they took Pepsi to court and tried to get this jet from him.
What happened?
I'm not going to tell you because it's a really good documentary.
Okay.
But he was the ultimate gonch, and I did think of you.
Pepsi, where's my jet?
Yes.
So yeah, go on. So you haven't finished checking?
No, I have finished. Yeah, I feel like I am flat, and I felt like shit for a few days, to the point where you have that moment where you go, can I just check what time of the month it is, because I feel like I am descending into madness, but it could be hormonal related. Sure enough, there are hormones at play.
Beneath the headphones says, good to see you both. Far too nervous to call in, but happy you're both still doing this kind of thing. Beneath the headphones, if you want to see more of these, we do 2 of these shows a week, but they're on Patreon. And I'm not suggesting you definitely have to do this. Who knows where money is going these days. But anyone that wants to see us, more than just twice a month, if you want to see us twice a week, get access to 350 previous shows, podcasts, all of that, patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. The link's in the chat. If you're listening to the podcast, we'll put the link in the description of the podcast as well. Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. $4.99 a month, you get 2 shows a week. I can hear Alistair breathing.
Alistair.
Hello, Catherine Boyle.
I'm reading me label, weren't you then? I could tell.
Hello, Alistair. Alistair North.
Hi.
Calling Alistair North.
Did you know that they've made a film about my ancestors?
Oh no, go on.
It's called The Northmen. A lot of Vikings running around amok, and
that isn't a Viking word, amok. True story. So I believe you. I believe it's about your people.
Yeah. Well, I'm on that, 23andMe ancestry website.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite common, but apparently about 6.9% of my genes are Scandinavian.
Yes.
We'll put them in the wash then, you dirty bastard.
But you know why? You're a Yorkshireman, aren't you?
Yes.
A lot of it about Yorkshire and Lancashire, apparently.
Yes, that's true. So, I mean, you probably got a Viking in you somewhere.
Dirty bastard.
You think I'd notice, but you never can tell.
They got big horn, haven't they?
But I think most of my family are Celts, but actually that doesn't rule them out, does it, really? But
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of mine came over from Mayo during the famine.
Potatoes.
Yeah, I do love a spud.
Just wanted to send my love to James, really. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, that must have been really horrible. Absolutely awful. But also, I'm just ringing to apologise in advance to you both.
Go on.
Oh.
Because I bought a ticket for your show, but I don't think I'm well enough to be able to to come down and make it. And as well, I mean, if I came, I'd have to stay overnight, and I can't really afford it, if I'm honest.
All right.
But I'll be able to watch it because I'm on the £15 level.
Yeah, the
And I
£15
believe that we can-
level, you will all get the link to watch the show. And if you're not on that level, we will be selling tickets, digital tickets for £6. We're not doing a backstage pass this time because I can't be bothered. But we'll be selling digital tickets for the whole show for £6 to watch online.
But also, Alistair, and first and foremost, you don't need to apologise to us because we get it, right? So
No, he does. He's letting us down in quite a big way.
You're letting Ian down, but you're not letting me down. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I would have liked to have been there. I loved the last one. Well, the only one I came. No, it was the second one, wasn't it?
You came to the one in Bath. Was it Bath?
Yeah, we did the conga. That was the
Did the
first night.
conga.
The night we met, Alistair, I'll never forget. We did the conga.
Yes. Yeah, and then I did come to the last year's Luton show.
Yes, you
which
did.
was great.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's the band that you got together for it was really good.
They were great, I didn't really pursue that. I didn't know what to do with it afterwards, but they were all such lovely people. They won't be there this time. It's too late to kind of put that to...
Yeah, but they were up for it, weren't they?
Yeah. I don't know what you do with it.
Do you know what you're doing this time, you guys?
Yeah, same old shit. We'll come on...
Ian, do you want me to send you some jokes?
Yeah, do you know what? I would like that, and we will do it deadpan. It's time for Alistair's jokes, and we will do it deadpan and read them out and do it. It'll be the same thing. The first half will be kind of this, and the second half will be party games and Christmas games and a little bit of singing and a bit of nonsense. So people bring party hats, bring Secret Santas, all of those things. It will be very, very silly. And as always, we stick around afterwards if you want to come and have a quick word, have pictures, any of that stuff. So it'd be fun, and it could. I say this maybe too often. There is a chance it could be the last live show we ever do, because this machine feels like it's we're pulling up on the slip road. That's not the right thing. Anyway, this could be the last one that we do. So we'll see what happens next year. Someone's asking for the details. Let me find the link for it. But you never have to apologise for not coming. We get it.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I feel very let down, so apology accepted.
Isn't the Bear Club closing? Did you say?
Yeah, I think we're one of the last
that's
shows.
That's a shame. It's a nice venue, that.
Yeah, it's. I think. Why can't I find the tickets? I think we're one of the last shows. It is a shame. Nice venue.
But unfortunately, it's not an unusual story, is it, at the moment? Lots of the smaller venues have struggled, especially to get through the pandemic, and now this.
Just putting the link in the chat. There's 7 tickets left. Let me just say, if you are listening to the podcast, 7 tickets left as of Friday the 2nd, 8:20. If you look for Iain Lee, Katherine Boyle, Happy Shark, Luton, type a combination of those words into the Goodle, and you will be able to find out if there are any tickets left. Anything else,
Good.
Mr. Alistair North?
No, just, you know, as always, I hope you have a happy weekend with the children.
I ain't got my kids this
No,
weekend.
neither have I, but I'm going to have a brilliant weekend. With
Well,
no
you can
children.
Have an even better one, yeah.
See you
Thanks,
later, mate.
Alistair.
Take care. Bye-bye. Danny said, hi guys, not seen you live in ages. Can you please send me the Patreon link? Need to resubscribe. The link's in the chat there, Danny. Danny, are you beardy Danny, beard bald, big-eyed Danny?
Wow.
Is that you, Danny? Beard bald, big-eyed. What are you doing?
I think I'm being moved by a spirit.
Is that you, Danny? Because I miss you, brother. Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. The great thing about Patreon now, before you had to sign up on the 1st of the month. Now you can sign up any time in the month and you still get your full month. We are taking 2 weeks off in December. And there will be one.
Just big bald
£15
Danny.
meeting.
And balls as in
Oh, okay.
the bouncy ones.
Dirty bastard. Okay, all right. Well, it's thank you very much for asking, and thank you very much for having a cheeky little look. It is appreciated. We're going to play Uno in a bit. We're going to post a Zoom link. We're going to play Uno. I was checking my email because I couldn't get the Spectrum games to work, and then Chris, who sent me all of the games, has. Can I try and get it to work?
You can, yeah.
You need to talk though.
Okay, let me talk then. Are you going to interrupt as you usually do?
But quietly.
Right. Oh, okay. So you don't really want me to talk. You want me to murmur. You want me to murmur very quietly.
Okay.
And you just gave me the
I've done that for a while.
No. It seems like I thought you'd changed your ways, but unfortunately we seem to have slipped back into those old habits that will have to be drummed right out of you. Yet again, by the way, the fire is completely cold now. In fact, if anything...
I've just turned the blanket on.
Right, yeah. If anything, I can feel a breeze coming down your chimney. A breeze enabled by the cold, cold north wind. When are we getting the beast from the east? Because that sounds horrible. Is that still a thing, everyone?
This doesn't make any sense what he's telling me to do. In the game-based menu bar...
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Is this happening as it should?
Manage emulators. Select fuse and...
Visionary, you're right. I think I should complain to the HR department about this draft that I'm getting on my back. Mid next week, we're in for chilling. It's already bloody cold enough. I've buckled a couple of times and put the heating on very, 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 very quickly.
Let's go to G...
Patty.
Genius.
Also, here's the telltale sign. You know my cat Willow, who is not a lap cat and very rarely comes and sits anywhere near a human being. She likes to know where you are. She'll be in the same room, but she won't be sitting next to you.
Browse the emulator.
She's been sitting on my lap. Now, is it affection? No, it's not affection. She just realised I'm a good heat source. Now, if she's clocked that, it must be bloody cold. Hi, Pat Pats. Again, it's my famously hot lap.
I'm
Obviously,
trying to
the
get
memo has gone
Spectrum
around.
emulator to work. Go to GIF. Now browse the emulator file name and set it to the file where you put the Spectrum files. Fucking hell. I'm going to say there.
Listen to this
Emulator.
delightful sound.
Browse the emulator file name and set it to the folder where you put the Spectrum files. I don't know what this means.
I thought you were a computer man.
Not really a computer man. Let's try there.
I thought you were a specky master.
So the folder where you put the Spectrum files, then it says browse the emulator file name and set it to the folder where you put the Spectrum file.
Excuse me.
Right.
Pat-pats.
The folder where you put the files /emulators/fuse/fuse.exe. The fuck does that mean?
Can he? How far away is this man, and can he get here now?
Shall I show you what I'm doing, guys? We're having a lot of fun here. Let's get rid of that.
It's not technicals.
Let's put. It is technicals.
It's technicals. I was just.
Here's what we'll do. We're gonna grab that. We'll drag this over here, right? So you can see this. Then we can do this. Then we do this. Then we do this.
Just make your mind up.
Then we do this. This is going to be worth it because we want to play Spectrum games, right? Everyone wants to play Spectrum games, right? So Mark says do a search for the EXE. What I've been told is, right, is you go to GEMUs, then to Fuse, browse the emulator file name.
Should I put the kettle on?
Yeah, go ahead. Browse the emulator file. Viewers switching off.
Everyone else can put the kettle on.
Browse. Fucking hell, it's right in my ear hole.
I know it's on the one.
Browse the emulator file name and set it to the folder where you're plugged in.
No.
The folder. Pats, please, darling girl. Idiot. The folder. The folder where you put the Spectrum file /emulator /fuse. I'm not doing. Dean, shut up. I'm not doing the Commodore 64. We're doing this. Browse the emulator file name. Right, where did I put the games? They're in game base. It's there. It's there. Emulator. There. Emulators /fuse. There. Okay, this is going to work. It doesn't fucking work. All right. Hang on a minute, guys. Shut up, mutinary. Although you'll feel very, very accurate, yes. All right. Stop asking for games when I can't even get the game system to work. Right, that doesn't work. So we'll try one more thing. Try Specky Mania. Doesn't work. Hang on, one more try, and then we're out. Go to GMUs, go to Manage Emulators. Let's try it on this one. Select Fuse. Fuse isn't there. It's not going to work, is it? I can get the BBC to work. So, GMUs, Manage Emulators, Fuse needs to be on the top. It is. GMUs, Fuse, browse the emulator file name. Browse, and we want. All right. Shut up, Harley. Thank you. We're going to stop this in a minute, don't worry, because this ain't going to work. This ain't going to work. Ding, you're going to get slapped in a minute, buddy. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You did it right, Dan. this is the kind of thing that will haunt my nightmares. Okay, we'll leave it. I'm just going to email him and say, what is a mister? I don't know what a mister is. I've got all of the spec. I don't need a mister. Goodbye. Right. Just tried quickly while I'm streaming, but couldn't get it to work. We'll try again properly over the weekend, unless you fancy coming on stream and talking me through it. Right. There we go. Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I don't know, what is a mister? Well, tell me what a mister is. Paperboy on the BBC. I can get all... It's an FGPG. Okay, what does that mean? So could you do me a favour? Could you speak in English, please? Please speak in English. And that would be very, very helpful. Thank you very much indeed. Because I can get the BBC games to work. I can't get that to work. Okay, that's that little experiment over. And our viewing figures actually went up while I was doing that. That's what you Twitch people want. You sick perverts. That's what you're after, and that's what you got. Patty, could you sit down? You're actually getting on my nerves a little bit, darling.
Very restless.
You're getting on my nerves a little bit, baby girl. Getting on my nerves. So I just click on one of these and it opens a game. Is that what you're telling me? Shut up, Visionary. So I just click on one and it plays a game. Holy shit! You just click on one and it plays a game. All right, well, how do I play Bob's Full House? You just click on this and it plays a game.
Oh.
What year? It hasn't got all of the games in. So that's bullshit, whereas mine does, but I can't actually use it. Thank you very much. Mister is an open project that aims to create various classic computers, games, consoles, and arcade game machines. Use some games run as they would on original hardware. You started off in English. And Ellis, the radio show is going great. I just want to play Bob's Full House, which is definitely on the Spectrum, but we don't seem to have it here. So, I know what we can play. What was that cat game?
Garfield. But I mean, to call it a game is a stretch because there's nothing to do in it.
Sent me a pretty picture. So basically it's like a Raspberry Pi, or what's the one up from a Raspberry Pi that I got? And it begins with an O or something. I got one up from a Raspberry Pi. Begins with an O. Odroid. I got an Odroid. So I'm okay, thanks. What year was Garfield game?
I'm guessing around 88.
Wow, that late. On Spectrum.
'89. No, it wasn't Winter's Tale. It was just called Garfield.
So they don't have all the games here. No, they don't. It's an interesting list. It's not a complete list. I will speak. Chris is here!
Chris!
I'm here to fix the Specky emulator. Pay attention to me. Okay, Chris. So, here we have... Let's go through this step by step. The viewing figures went up, Catherine, when we did this, so...
I think it's because they liked the thought of a woman in the other room making a cup of tea. Sort of thing that Twitch is into.
Right. So we're in. We've done a lot of the stuff. We have done... Oh, look. That's Fuse at the top, right? Now, I think I've taken it to where the games are, so I'm going to click on Browse. But I don't actually remember where I stored the game. So here is Game Base. Tell me what to do next. I love this. This is like our very own... I sent him a very cheeky email saying...
Tech support.
You fancy coming on and tell me how to do it? He's popped up. Expensive, but Ian is good for it. I'm not good for it. I'm broke. But But so what? But then how would you play a Spectre? You got to plug a keyboard into it. What are you talking about? I got a modded GameCube.
Not today, Satan. He doesn't need any more temptations.
No. How do you? Because obviously I'm doing a little hyperfocus now.
Yeah.
How does my ADHD hyperfocus impact on you?
Well, if you may have noticed, I went and made a cup of tea because there's no point. There's no point. I can't be an assist. I can't assist. Gone.
Chris says I can't see that. My screen is too small.
That's how it works.
So I can't read through all of it because we are putting up numbers though. The numbers are going up. People are flicking through Twitch going, oh my God, there's technical stuff that's going on. This is awesome.
Yes.
Never comment out on Twitch, but everyone means a lot on it. What? Oh, it's James. That's what I wanted to do. That was. Everyone, so this is James who was talking to us earlier. Never comment out on Twitch streams, but cheers everyone. Means a lot on Instagram at James_Young. If anyone wants to reach out, you have my permission, or just to see what I'm up to. I'll shut up now. I'm gonna. No, Mercenary. That wasn't me loading the game. That noise.
Chris says I noticed a problem. Can you close that window? Shut that window.
How? Just like that. What's your problem, buddy? Do you want to look at the emulator properties? James, I'll send you my phone number on the Skype. You don't have to use it. You don't have to use it. This is exciting. Isn't it exciting? You find this exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll watch some videos after this. I'm going to ignore you, Mucinary. I'm going to ignore you. I was asking really annoying questions.
Ignored.
Go to Tools. Catherine? Oh, you mean on here? Yep, I'm on Tools.
I found that hurtful.
Okay, well, why don't you go and tell HR about it? Oh, that's me. Hello, HR, how can I help you, Catherine?
Does HR stand for huge wrong'un?
Stands for huge something.
Rectum?
Rection. There's a great bit on Marvel Calls this week when they're talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp. And in Ant-Man and the Wasp, spoiler alert.
Go to paths. Are you paying attention? Go to paths.
Where?
Oh.
Where do you see paths?
He's saying go to paths.
I know he's saying it. Why is he saying it?
Is it?
Where does it say paths? Pay attention to me. Chris! Where does it say?
Pay attention to me.
Right, Mucinary, one more thing and you're getting a timeout. Where does it say paths? Well,
oh, my finger slipped.
Well done. Tools, Sinclair ZX Spectrum, paths. There we go.
Boom.
Okay,
Boom.
Here we go.
Boom.
Here we go.
Now what happens?
I got it, buddy. I got it, Chris. So in it, in the film, Ant-Man goes big, right? And so David says to James, what would you, if you could make anything, double-click that path de-emulation. If you could make anything big, what would it be? And James goes, it will be a battery. He says, what do you mean? He says, it will be a big battery and I would power the house off of it. He says, I don't think it works like that. He says, no, big battery. It goes on for ages. And he goes, what would you make bigger, David? He goes, my penis. Now, select Sinclair ZX Spectrum. We are having fun. We're gonna play the Garfield game with you.
Well, that's when the fun will stop because it's shocking.
Games. By the way, big up Chris. Big up Chris.
Big up yourself, and sorry that he's not paying attention to you, but welcome to my world.
Select OK. Yep. So you looked in there and it was set right. He thought he'd look in there and it'd be set wrong.
There's no harm looking. There's no harm looking.
He looked in there and it was set right. Now go to music.
Music. Is that acceptable, Chris?
Are you going to click on the folder and it'll be fine? Do the same, select music folder. Yep. Is it set right? Have I done it right? Have I done it right, Chris? We are actually losing viewers now. We've lost 4 viewers as a result of this.
Oh, God. What's this clump of hair? Why are you saving it? Weirdo.
Select music. Yep.
Right, chat. I used to like chat. It's fake, but now they just send me chat, and it's all quite horrific. Some of it horrific crimes.
I don't know where I've stored the games.
But sold in a sensationalist manner. For example,
do you want pictures?
Murdered her in her own bed, and her dog was the only witness. Bloody hell. My flesh was rotting. Docs popped my smelly belly like a spot.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Mistaken for my man's mistress. That's how much I'd changed. And payback time, how he exposed the town perv. He preyed on me, and then my friends.
Hang on 1 second.
Enough was enough.
Screenshots. That? Yep, okay. Then we go to extras. That is disgusting.
I know, smelly belly. Just those words, smelly belly.
Oh.
Pop my smelly belly like a spot.
Come on, you dirty bastard. Pop my smelly belly like a big spot. Go in there,
he's in the middle of the big crossword.
Who is it?
It's your fella.
David Baddiel.
Carell.
I haven't got my glasses on.
Steve Carell, sporting the look that you were into for 5 minutes.
That looks so old. Old hat.
I think it's very smart.
So old hat. Select the extras path. Sorry. That one. Yep. And then Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Is it Chris? Would it be Sinclair ZX Spectrum, Chris?
Ask Dr. Martin. He's a nice family GP you don't have to wait 3 weeks to speak to. Why is my beard patchy? I've developed bald patches in my beard, says Janice. No, my GP says they'll recover, but it's been months now, says Leo of Daventry.
Yeah, it's been.
Bald patches can mean a fungal infection, especially if the skin is scaly. Didn't mention anything scaly, doctor, but flipping heck. Or your GP will probably rule that out if it was most likely the other reason is alopecia areata, which means your body's immune system's attacking your hair-making follicles in your face. But it can lead to smooth bald patches that can occur anywhere on your body, but particularly in your eyebrows, butt, beard and scalp. We're not sure why this happens, but it can pass in families. Often there's no need for any treatment, but the hair usually grows back, although this can take over a year, but occasionally the patches enlarge and can rarely lead to total hair loss.
Oh, my sweet Jesus Christ.
Here we go. You can have injections in it, apparently.
Yeah, it's been.
Let's look at the actual... not that these aren't problems, but I'm not medically trained, but I am life trained, University of Life. Bust a gut. My mummy makeover turned into a right belly ache. This is a smelly belly one. You don't want that. You don't want that. Oh, here we go. Ask Auntie Nelly. Nelly?
Imagine getting advice from Nelly.
The first one, am I an alcoholic? Why are you writing to a magazine?
Put a condom on it and stick it up your bum. That'd be Nelly's advice, wouldn't it?
Pinheck. I don't drink in the week, but I get through 3 bottles of wine every Friday and Saturday night.
Which path? Do you mean the player path?
I run my own business, my kids are doing well, and I have a stable marriage, but I'd feel sad without my tipple. I'm not falling about drunk.
How do I know if it's right?
But I do feel a bit rubbish over the week, says Stacey, 47. I would suggest if you're writing to an agony aunt, you're concerned enough that it might be a problem,
How do I know if the path is right, Chris?
What Auntie Nelly says is, I want to applaud you for reaching out, sweetheart. I think there's a potential for a real problem here. Yeah, potential, or it might be all right, but you're concerned about it. You're entitled to NHS care for this, Flower. What's with all this bollocks? Sweetheart and Flower. Oh, it's because it's Auntie Nelly. My aunties call me cock, but that's because they're northern. It's a term of endearment, believe it or not. You're entitled to NHS care for this, cock, and the sooner you speak to a professional about this, the better. The fact this has turned into from a thing you used to enjoy to something you feel you need is a huge red flag. True.
It seems to work, but it's very tiny.
I'm with Auntie Nelly.
It seems to work. They were going to go to Bob's Full House. It seems to work, but it's very tiny.
Oh, I love this one. She's so lazy. My girlfriend recently injured her leg and needed help around the house as well as looking after her son. We have a great relationship and I love her, but they're messy. And though her leg has now healed, she isn't working and I still make all the meals, clean the house and do the shopping. I can't live like this, says Tony, 49. While she lies on the sofa like the Queen of Bloody Sheba. There's actual footage there, look. I don't think that's really Tony. That man is clearly younger than 49. You absolutely can't live like this, sweetheart. You've told me, but have you told her? The reason this is happening is that you're allowing it to. She won't compromise and split the housework and childcare. I reckon you should move out. Wow, that sounds drastic. Carry on the relationship by all means, but she needs to learn to fend for herself. What I'm wondering is, if she's messy, does she have a tidy workspace? Want Auntie Nellie's advice? Send your problems to chat_magazine@futurenet.com. Why won't they pay? I am part of a lottery syndicate with my 2 best friends. I always put in my £10 a week for the tickets, but lately they've been inconsistent and I've had to cover their share. I wonder what they would do if we won and if I hadn't paid their money. I'm thinking of calling it quits, but it's awkward and I hate confrontation. Please help, says Lauren, 29.
I can't make it bigger.
She's currently subbing everyone in that lottery syndicate. I think if you win, that means you're the winner, right?
Yeah, totally.
She should carry on doing it then. Carry on paying £90 a week, and when you win, flick on the V's. What Nellie says is, blimey, £10 a week is a lot to spend on the lottery. You won't need me to tell you just how much everything in life has increased, so now's the perfect time to bow out of the syndicate. Just blame the cost of living crisis. If you still want to play the lottery, get your own ticket, just the one, and spend the rest of the cash on something you'll enjoy. Wise words. I think Auntie Nellie might have it, actually.
I can't make it bigger.
And then there's a woman, bigger still, and then there's a woman who lives life as a mermaid, and that's fine.
Oh, I've seen those people. They're absolutely batshit.
But look, this one, this one's got teeth. Look, like fishy teeth.
What do you mean? Try one of the other emulators. There's 2 emulators on there. And the other one
splash.
doesn't do anything.
Look at them fishy teeth. You know about that, wouldn't you?
Oh God.
We all have secrets, but Ruth Lujan is a stranger. Her secret is stranger than most. I'm a secret mermaid, she explains on a double-page spread in a magazine. No secret anymore.
Retro Chris has disappeared. Whoa.
What's happening now?
How did it get bigger?
Well, but it's still an error. Are you counting that as a victory?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Hang on, let's just try. Loading questions. Hang on.
Please wait.
Loading error question space.
So wrong.
Oh! Oh!
No, but this is what happened before.
Where's the sound? Okay, well, let's try another game. Let's try Garfield.
How will you know if it's working, though? It's just really boring.
You use a different emulator, so you don't know which is best to use on this. My fist will be used on you in a minute. Elemental Garfield.
Big fat hairy deal. I think it might have been that one.
Okay, so I don't know how we get audio from it. Oh, we got audio.
It was that one. It's really shit.
Okay. It don't work. It don't work. Oh, shit. I've done it. It's on joystick.
Oh.
Hang on.
Options. Joysticks.
No, yeah, but we don't want it on joysticks.
Keyboard.
No, but it's not. You're not understanding what the words I'm saying. Right, we try. Please don't press anything. Right, don't, because now we're going to do it. Right, so we're in. Okay, so we want 1.
Can you not point it with your pointer?
No, because the mouse doesn't work on there.
Does hitting it harder work?
Oh, so we go. Well, that moves it. Right. Oh, shit, we're on fucking joystick again. No, it died. The dog killed it. Right, fuck. Let's wait for the dog to kill it.
Yeah. It'll jump on you. Bonk. Are you moving that?
I don't know. All right, well, that game's shit.
It really is.
All right,
it was shit when it worked.
Okay, let's. All right, let's just try one more game.
Ace in the hole.
I'm not trying that.
It'll be golf, won't it?
We're going to try Airwolf. All right, let's try Airwolf. Because I know what Airwolf looks like and how it plays. It's impossible to play, but I know...
Do you know what ajedrez means?
Yeah, I do actually.
Chess.
Yep. Chris... Right, hang on a minute. Oh, I paused it.
You shot then.
All right, Dad. So what is up, do we reckon? There we go.
I think it tells you if you're looking at options and then keyboard. It tells
It doesn't,
you.
Catherine.
It did before.
No, it didn't. It doesn't. That's how you set the keyboard up. Right.
Oh,
this
bad.
game is impossible.
Chop, 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 chop.
It's impossible. Great. We will stop this. Chris, when you say the other emulators, it didn't. Oh, fuck, it does. Look. No, it doesn't. So it's saying Q is up, A is down, right? Let's try it. Well, let's try it. So Q should be up, right? You ready? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Do you know what, Catherine? I'm going to give you that. Oh, you turn around.
I'm just gonna enjoy this moment.
So it works. Chris, it works. We don't need to try another emulator. Is that correct? So it works, right?
Yes, it does.
Well done, Chris. Thank you, mate. I'll take a little bit of that. Shall we see if Bob's Full House is on this one? Chris, thank you for giving up some of your Friday evening to basically talk an idiot through something quite tricky. So this is every Spectrum game. I don't know, because we played Bob's Full House. Oh, no, we didn't. Bob's Full House doesn't work. We played Bruce's Play of Cards, right, didn't we?
Yeah.
But this doesn't seem to work. Loading error. Okay, that doesn't work. So... No, was it Bruce? It was Bruce Forsyth's Play Your Cards Right. Oh, this is Saturday. So...
I think I beat you, didn't I? Yeah.
In the practice game, I wasn't really paying attention.
That means yes.
The place of HIJKL play.
And in the shooting game, I beat you, didn't I?
Oh,
the Cowboys.
Actually, you didn't.
I did. I beat you quite resoundingly.
Play Your Cards Right. Here we go.
Oh, this looks
much shitter. Okay.
Oh.
These are all better. Well, Chris, did you send me you did send me the C64 games. We'll do that. Well, hang on, they're playing against the computer. The computer knows what the answer is.
Is this not just a demo?
Why does it say 2 and it's got 6 on it? The BBC version.
I think they've all just got the same numbers on. I think they've all got the same number of...
the BBC version was... Oh, yeah,
symbols on.
Here's a different version, look.
Stop the tape.
Okay, tape stopped. Play Your Cards Right by Alfred Borg. It's the Borg version. Chris, thank you. You have 5 cards. But the one on the BBC gave you questions.
Yeah.
You have 200... Right, answer this question for a bonus of £50. All right, let's do this. Press the key when ready. From... What is 777? Okay. 7, change. No, I want to change it. We're going to go
higher.
200. I don't want to change it. You're going higher?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I just said it. Yes, boily. Right, we're doubling it. 450. Yes, I think the card is lower. Chris, thank you so much for this, mate.
King.
Lower.
Yeah, it's got to be lower.
900, lower. How could this version be shitter than the one we played last week?
Because of the 80s.
Dublin all the way. There's a new time.
You reckon higher?
Yeah, higher. Defo. Oh, bloody bastard! You bloody bastard!
Didn't you do well? Didn't you do well? You finished with 0. Well, that sounds sarcastic.
Kane's Corner says, as a fan from the Absolute Radio days, finding out Iain is on here and a geek has just made my bloody night. I am a huge geek. We're not on here very often. We kind of pop on here twice a month. Chris says, where do I send the bill? It's out of hours tech support, so it will be doubled. Chris, I've said this before. You've been so generous with your time via email and then coming on. So it was a really cheeky request. If there's anything I can ever do, if you ever want to come to the Patreon shows, Chris, then let me know. Never pay, and I will send you the links. And I don't know if you want to come to the show on the 18th in Luton. If you wanted to, I could put you and your you and a +1 on the door. So do let me know. Seriously, it's no problem for me to send you out the Patreon links every week. What are the Patreon links? I'll tell you, dear listener. It's so lovely to see old and new people on here. But Catherine and I do 2 shows a week. And we do it on behind a paywall on YouTube. So every week you get sent 2 links for 2 shows. Quite often they're done here. Sometimes they're out and about in Aylesbury. We go for a little wander, but it's a bit too cold now.
Oh, it's too cold. And also, the natives are hostile.
Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine. The link is in the chat. If you're listening to the podcast, the link will be in the description. Patreon.com/IAIN and Katherine with a K. Chris, seriously, if you want to come to any of the Patreon shows, just let me know. I'll send you the link. You'd be very, very welcome. And if you want to come to Luton, let me know. Thanking you very, very much indeed. Kane says, don't go outside. We've just done some shopping. It's bloody cold. Let's try one more. There's 4 player cards. Let's try one more. Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at this picture here.
Oh, my God. That's a hate crime, isn't it, that?
Why is he showing us his ass?
What's he got in his hand?
His hand? Well, he's got one hand.
Is he doing that? Or is he holding a hot dog?
He's got a foot for a hand. This is much better.
I mean...
Pajama, nice to see you. 2 players.
2 players, players.
No, name of player 1, Iain.
Oh, are we going to be able to fit my name in? No, you're not going to bother.
Oh, here we go. This is it. There we're in. 100 single men were asked, does your girlfriend hate most of your friends? How many said yeah? 100 single men
were asked, does your girlfriend hate most of your friends?
100 single men.
Oh, yeah. There's a flaw in this plan.
This is the official game. 100 single men were asked, does your girlfriend hate most of your friends?
Do they mean that if they're not married, they're single? Because that's a whole nother
This feels
layer.
like...
All right, I reckon about 30%.
You're going to go for 30?
Yeah.
I'm going to go higher, because even though the question makes no sense. Well done, Katherine.
What was the answer? Oh, it's
They
none of our business, apparently.
Higher, you go higher, lower, freeze, or I love these. My Retro Gamer article in the January edition, is about us playing these last week. What did you get?
I pressed higher and it was 5.
I'm going to go lower than a 9. Lower than a 9, you say a 4. Higher, lower. I'm going to go higher.
Why did you turn into David Frost?
Higher than the fucking say, it's a jack. Go, higher and lower. You can't freeze if you want to go. I'm going to go lower than the jack.
Good game.
It's a 10. Higher and lower. I'm going to go lower than the 10. You say it's a 4.
Here we go. It's the same single men.
100 single men were asked, are you afraid of going to the dentist? Fucking hell. 42. Even though this is the 80s. So
higher. Because back then people weren't they?
Yeah, you're right. Press that. Well done, Katherine.
Higher or lower? I'm going to go...
You can change it.
I'm going to be bold and go lower. Yes. And I'm going to be...
Kane says, I treated
myself... I'm going to change.
USA Super Nintendo Region 4.
Higher.
Well done.
Yes. 8. And then I'm going to go lower. Yes.
Oh, she's in.
And then I'm going to go higher.
1 each. You know the lovely Chinese company, Go Game Geek, that sent me a couple of handheld retro machines, that a Miu Mini and another one. They sent me this big arcade stick, which I then sent to David Turner's. And every now and then I very cheekily say, anything else you want me to try? And they've got back saying, yeah, what would you like?
Wow, okay.
So
here we go. We've moved to the married men now. 100 married men were asked, do you wish your women were asked, you know why they're asked their married women? Because they got the husband's permission first.
There we go.
Do you wish your husband talked to you more about his work? How many said yes? Oh, about 30%.
100 men were asked, press enter. Do you wish your husband talked to you more about his work? Lower.
Well done, Ian. They couldn't give a shit.
It's a 4, it's a 4. How did the 4 you say? It's a 7. You can freeze. I'm going to freeze Bruce.
Oh.
Freeze him. Ian, 100 tax inspectors were asked. Who is it harder to deal with? An angry man, angry woman. How many said man? 22.
Catherine, higher or lower? I reckon higher.
Press enter.
Well done, Catherine.
Don't tell us the answer, though, so we
No.
can carry on playing it.
It's almost as if they pulled it out there, the air.
It's a 5, Catherine.
I reckon I'm going to go higher.
105 says it.
Ooh.
What is that, Jack? Yeah.
It's a queen.
Queen is that?
Lower.
No, the queen. Oh!
Ooh, meow, meow.
Ian, it's higher or lower than a 7. No, lower than it's an 8. Right.
What happened there?
Catherine, 100 married men were asked, has your wife's cooking ever been so bad it gave you indigestion?
Do they live in a sitcom? How many said yes?
It's about 1983, Catherine. Okay.
Oh, God, probably about
40 years ago. Fucking hell.
I think that possibly...
Keynes, buy one of those new Spectrums that are all preloaded and you can connect to the
I'm going to say 45.
45 saying, he's saying higher or lower, he's saying higher. Ooh, Catherine, it's a 5. You said higher or lower than a 5.
I'm going to go higher than a 5.
5 is 8 to 6.
Higher than a 6.
Lower. Lower than a 6. Oh, to win the game.
Higher! How much to gamble? Got 200 points.
Oh, you got to the end. Is that it? Am I out? Why am I out?
I've got 200 points. I'm going to go. I'm going to change. I'm going to gamble.
This game is so much fun, right?
I'm just going to gamble half. Lower. Good job. Good job. I'm going to go all in and lower.
Order some novelty giant cards for the 18th show and Ian can do his Brucey impression.
Yes.
Hey, maybe we play your cards right.
Okay. Higher. Oh! I've had a lovely day, came with nothing.
How much, right, should we see, how much would a giant...
We were going to do that once, weren't we? But I couldn't be asked to make the cards and it would be my job.
Giant playing cards.
Argos, it said. It directed you to. Oh, the works do £3.
Where? Yeah, but how big are they? I need
giant. How giant? We need some measurements.
Where are the? Does it have
Go
stats?
down. Let's look at this.
19 centimetres.
By 12.5. That's not very big. That's like that.
No, that's not big. No, naughty. Uniboss. They look like a bigger than a hand. Oh, Uniboss giant playing cards. Oh, this
waterproof. Good for our purposes.
A4.
That's bigger than her hand is.
That must be a tiny little hand.
Yeah, it's a baby's hand.
A4 size. So A4 bit of paper.
What's that?
Oh, that would do it, wouldn't it? Karsh wants 2 metre by 1 metre. That would do it, wouldn't it?
What's that there? That's got an actual play your cards right.
Yeah, they're 36 quid,
yes,
mate.
it's true, but look on Amazon and it might have a lower price somewhere else.
It is Amazon, mate.
Yeah, but go on there.
Well, it is Amazon.
I know, but go on there and then go down, or most people bought, and then it might be something else.
Large, play those cards right. Family / pub / higher lower fun game with large playing cards.
Good game, it says on it.
Ace is high and nothing for a pair, not in this. I do not believe this is licensed. No,
No.
I don't like those. What are these? Giant cards, 20 quid. They got kids holding them.
They look flimsy.
Yeah. I don't trust her. I don't trust her.
She's bending them. She's marking them.
Da
da da da da da.
No. So how 37? Let me go and get a tape measure. The stuff we do for these people.
Why are you getting a tape measure? Why are you getting a tape measure?
To measure it, darling.
Why? Can you not imagine?
My darling, to measure it, my darling.
Can you not imagine?
No, I can't imagine.
Can you imagine with your mind?
Excuse me, it's a neurodiverse thing. We can't imagine sizes. So, 37 centimetres.
Yeah, a bit bigger than a school ruler.
It's not that big, is it?
No.
You only said it was bigger than a ruler because Visionary did.
I didn't. School ruler's 30 centimetres. Everyone knows that.
Does anybody have any big cards that they could bring to the show?
I don't think they're the sort of thing that most people have lying around the house.
Fuck, what is going on with this? This bloody blanket. Right, that's better. All right, let me have a little look. 10% off your first purchase.
Oh, now you're talking.
£2 off. Okay. Giant playing cards.
Click on shopping. Why don't you?
Because there's
because I've suggested it, but if it was your idea, you'd do it.
Please, can I just... Loads have come up. Normal cards and a set of binoculars for everyone. Or you get that thing that Nana used to have in front of the telly, that weird magnifying thing. Giant... Well, it doesn't say how big they are. I bet these aren't big. 17...
By 12 centimetres, same. This is just for people who can't see very well. In fact, you might like those for your own personal use. XL.
They've all got kids.
Yeah, and they might be particularly small children.
Look at this. Okay, hold the cards.
Yeah, she's been held
Smile.
hostage.
These cards are great, and they have treated me really well since I have been here. 37, it's the same, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you put excluding VAT on here? Harsh? Why would they put excluding VAT on there? No, they're hand size. Why are we doing this anyway?
Don't know.
Let's just do it with normal cards.
Get off this tangent. Giant card game, 30 quid.
We're spending 30 quid on what will be a 5-minute gag.
Oh.
Super Giant.
That's AliExpress, forget it.
Why?
Because that will... that's a classic, what I ordered, what arrived, and what will arrive will be a tiny one. No.
Okay, all right, we don't do AliExpress.
I wouldn't trust it, would you guys?
Look
I've
at
heard too
these
many
twats.
stories.
Look at these twats.
And Wish, I mean...
These guys are having the time of their life.
They're just very tiny men.
These guys are having the time of...
Just borrowers.
Gaz says, I've got a set of A4 cards if you want to borrow them. Where are you coming to the show? Kane says, I've ordered stuff from AliExpress, no issues. Alibaba was the issue.
Oh, right, okay.
Costs all tax deductible, says my good friend Harsh. My accountant and my good buddy. What's 11 inches these days?
Adequate.
No, it's 28 centimetres. These say gigantic.
No, it says giant.
No,
they say gigantic on the paper.
That's A4.
Well, I mean, that's...
It's a 5 though. Might as well get. Should we get them? A4 would be
Go
good
on
enough,
then, we
wouldn't
can
it?
manage.
Gift Giant. What do we know about Gift Giant?
Now, where's it coming from?
Leeds!
All right.
Hang on a minute. What I like to do...
Get the Kardashians to bring them.
Gift Giant...
Reviews.
What's a strange turn this show has taken? Those are the ones you've got, are they, Gaz? Gift Giant. Trustpilot.
Yes.
4.5.
Yes.
Right, we're in.
Yes.
They're £3. Let's just check the size again.
They're 19 centimetres, but my 12.5, they're not the same ones.
I thought they were... Hang on. No. That's A4.
No.
No, it's not, is it? Absolute bloody bastards. Hang on. It's these one. No. Well, I've got too many windows open. Gift.
No, that was the review.
That's Gift Giant. No,
That's the works. What are you doing?
Where is Gift Giant gone? Oh, we've lost it, haven't we? Gift Giant.
Massive cards.
Gigantic cards. You'll be needing 2 sets.
Shall I bring the work one, says Amy.
Hang on. Why would we need 2 sets of cards?
We're not playing cards. We're playing higher or lower. We're not playing each other.
We don't need cards with you only need 1 set of cards if you're playing
You
cards.
do, don't you? Yeah.
Hush. What are you talking about? Have you a ball to put the cards on? Nelly, please don't. Please don't. We will be getting punters to hold them and you know that.
We'll just get tall and short. Tall and short. Tall
One
and
for
short.
each line. You just used the same pack. Well, now I can't find them.
What are you doing?
I can't find them.
You've gone in the shopping bit now.
You told me to.
All right.
Cards.
There it is. Giant playing cards.
Marcus says, I've got no idea what's going on. Neither have we. They have 2 decks in play of cards, right, and they flip a coin to see who picks the deck. We don't need 2 decks. You can do it with 1 deck.
We'll do it badly anyway. There's no point.
You can do it with 1 deck. You can do it with 1 deck. British Forces. What? They can't see
Nope.
that. No. Amy has some. What does that mean?
Amy has some.
Is A3's bigger than A4, is it?
Yeah.
Is it a whole deck of cards? And can you definitely bring them? Because the whole show now hinges on play your cards right, or because of the BBC Micro and the Spectrum. That's why. And I'm going to be honest. We haven't. Tonight's show was going to be
Uno, but it's not now, is it?
It's going to be Uno. Look, we were going to play Uno. Amy, can you definitely bring them to the show? Can you definitely bring them to the show?
We're just waiting on you now. What's
Amy,
going on?
just waiting on you now.
Oh, am I so far down in this shot?
Because you're tiny. Oh, I'll do it. I'll fix you. I'll fix your kid. There you go. They're in a cupboard. Oh, here we go. They're in a cupboard. I can look for them. I can look for them on Monday.
Listen.
You've just Marizzle, you've just told us a more expensive one that's smaller.
Right, come on. Let's move on from this. Here's the... They're there.
They're there indeed. They're there. And I've got a big window. There we go. I've got a big window, Catherine. I can't get out of the
Make it smaller still.
All right.
Let's get off that tangent now.
Okay, so we've finished with... There's one more play a cards right game that we haven't tried.
All right. Oh, it looks awful.
It looks absolute shite. Okay, all right. Exit that. And one more thing. I saw a thing. Piano inclinados caída libre.
Caída libre. Free fall. Planos, not pianos.
Oh. Software education. Oh, fuck off. Education software. Oh, this looks good. Oh, thank you, Matt Rizzo. What's this?
It's just the credits.
Thank you, Amy. You're an absolute star. If you listen to the podcast, there's some very slow credits in Spanish.
Yeah.
Right, that's that done. That's that done. That's that done. That's that done. Done with that. Done with that. Down with that kind of thing. So there we go. That's... Are you right?
My strap's digging in.
Whoa, yeah, matey. Can I squeeze your belly? What was that story?
I haven't got a smelly belly that you squeeze like a spot. Doc's popped my smelly belly like a spot, and it's got a little picture.
Mick says, don't forget
It says
Ian.
yuck.
Mick says, don't forget Ian, you can leave at any time. What a great callback. Well played. Well played.
What we going to do now?
I don't know, what do you fancy doing now?
Should we watch something?
Do you ever worry we watch too many things?
No. Otherwise, I wouldn't have suggested it.
We just need the one set, Amy. There's a lot of people arguing for 2 sets. You don't need 2 sets.
It hadn't occurred to me. Now I feel like
you don't need it.
This is the set. This is a long setup for a fall.
You don't need 2 sets. It's one set. My hair is a great colour, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great colour. Isn't that thing there where you brush it forward to hide the fact that it's receding a bit? There we go. Be brave. Nearly 50.
What's that like?
You're not done. No, not done. It's just kicking off. Just get a look at this. Nearly 50.
What is that like? How's that feel? Why are you being so... Is that what
I'm doing George Clooney.
Well, you're not.
Stop it!
Go on, you do a sexy old lady. Go on.
I mean, I don't need to do anything for that, do I?
Go on. Be who's that lady? Amy Boucher. What's the lady's name? Yeah. The woman with the teeth. Amy.
Amy Boucher?
You know the actress?
No.
She's in Notting Hill.
Julia Roberts?
No, not her then. She's not. No, she's not in Notting Hill.
Yes, she is.
All right, the other one. Amy McDowell.
Andy McDowell.
Yeah. Do Andy McDowell.
Is it raining? I hadn't noticed. She always sounded pissed to me.
She did sound a little bit.
And why not?
If you're in Hollywood, you might as well. Drink to excess, party, rock and roll all night, and party every goddamn single day, mofos.
Right, what are we doing? Decision time.
I'm just enjoying.
I think you're very good.
I am just enjoying. Did you bring any food?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I am just.
Shall I put the oven on?
Well, can we do it in the air fryer?
No.
Why?
It's chicken and chips.
Visionary?
No, but it's wet.
Visionary?
No, but it's wet though.
Visionary?
Let me go and get it. I'll show
Corrector.
you. No, I don't need correcting.
Visionary?
You're talking to me like I don't know what's what. And I know what's what.
She doesn't know what's what. Ah!
I'll show you what I bought.
She says it's wet. Absolute twat. Do that.
Regardez-vous.
Do this. What do you mean it's wet? Mate.
Oh, no, it's not wet. Yeah, you can fry that.
Air fry that bastard. Now, I haven't cleaned the air fryer for about 2 weeks, but it just adds to the flavours. We'll do this afterwards. We'll do this in the air fryer. Hey, Night Gamer.
Why have you been so brutal with that box? That might have had instructions on it.
You can still read them. I'll do some more Clooney for you.
Have you been eating this?
What?
Dirty yet?
What have I been eating? Don't go through my fridge and food shame me.
Pig's balls.
Pepperami. They're for the boys. Birdie's back.
Guess who's back?
We're sensationally returning to Twitter, Birdie, after a self-imposed exile.
And I'm not wearing glasses because I got told last night. I got served.
Visionary, I'd do that. I would do that. 185, 10 minutes. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely
well, you can
perfect.
do it then.
I will do it, mate.
How about you do it?
How about you do it?
How about you do it?
one?
I'll take me meat with me.
I'll give you meat in a minute.
No, you bloody
I
won't.
don't mean it like that. It sounded horrible.
Oh no, my knobs have come off.
For fuck's sake, Catherine.
I found them. Oh, now this is on the lob.
You're going 185, 20 minutes, are you? 20 minutes, I would suggest, is too long. I'll tell you what, I'll go 13.
We don't want it dry.
I'll go 13 minutes. And if it's not done at 13, I'll do another 5 minutes. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. How many viewers have we got? Can someone tell me? How many viewers have we got? How many viewers have we got? Why did no one want to play Uno with us? We are all set for Uno. They're a real life...
It's Friday night, mate. People have got other things they want to do. They want something a bit more high octane.
127. We lost 25 viewers then, Catherine.
Why?
Because I stopped doing the technicals. play Uno, but no one wanted to join us. None of you wanted to join us.
So we don't matter.
I will got Uno flip only, though. You don't know, but you've got the cards. You just need the cards, right? Oh, Ewan says... Owen, excuse me. Sold an old guitar and made quite a profit. Must Patreon again. Please do. Let me put the link in the chat. There you go. Go and have a little bit of that. And Nightbot did it at the same time I did it. That's... Owen's done it. Thank you very much indeed.
What's wrong with this? And why won't it stay up?
Very distracted tonight, aren't I?
Yes, you're very ADHD-ish. Hello?
Oh, hang on. Thank you very much for that email. It's appreciated.
John Harris couldn't find an Uno card in town today.
When could I'm a Celeb All-Stars air and who is rumoured in the lineup? Let's see who's rumoured in the lineup.
Can I have a bit of bland?
Yeah, of course you can. I thought we knew who was in the thing. All-Stars has been filmed. But when could a Celebrity All-Stars be on ITV? We don't know. In the video, we've... who is rumoured to be in the lineup? ITV has yet to officially confirm any of the celebs
We know
in the All-Stars.
that...
I thought that we knew.
Yeah.
So Amy is in it.
Yeah.
Right. We know who's in it. And we know who's not in it. We know who's
Not interested though, are you? Not interested in that.
Was in it. No, well, that would be a cash grab. They come and say, Ian, £50,000. Yes, please. That's the extension deal. Thank you. You couldn't find any Uno cards in town. That is outrageous.
Because it's coming up to Christmas and people are starting to think about games and
Do you know
that.
what you're getting for the girls?
Yeah, I've done it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Tell you what's interesting. Have you noticed I haven't told them what I did today?
Yeah. You don't need to.
Don't need to.
Tell them if you feel like once it's done.
Tell them if it's successful. If it's not successful, I won't tell you. I did something today, and I'm actually starting to shit myself about it.
All right, well, it don't matter.
Don't matter, does it?
No.
Don't matter. I don't think it's worked.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Well, it's just an experiment now.
It's an experiment. Did an experiment, and today was part 1 of the experiment. Tomorrow is part 2 of the experiment.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to work. Because I was in bed earlier having a doze, and I was shitting myself.
Oh, don't do that.
So we will see. Yeah, I'm looking good at the moment. I am.
ADHD has entered the building.
I am looking good.
You're happy with it at the moment?
Yeah. This hair's a nice length. I could do with losing a little bit of weight. Overeaters Anonymous. I want to do a physical AA meeting this weekend and a virtual OA meeting this weekend. See what's happened.
This is particularly attractive. What you doing?
Don't touch my face.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch my face. I do look younger without the beard, but I like the beard. It comes and goes whenever I feel like it.
It's okay. You can play. We can play with our image, ladies and gents. Nothing's for keeps. I do find it strange when some people, and you see a lot of old people, and they're obviously wearing the same hairdo that they wore when they were younger.
Brian May.
Yeah. My step-grandfather has got that very 1940s/50s, very harsh side parting. He's still working it. He's found something that works. He's also wearing some shoes that his mum bought him. Because she bought quality.
The beard... Nellie's just done a sentence that means nothing to me, Catherine. Maybe you can translate it. The beard look is very Hugh Laurie in Avenue 5.
I don't know. I know Hugh Laurie, but Avenue 5 is not one of his vehicles I know.
No. I liked him in the smell of Fry and Laurie.
I stared at him in a cafe once. I did it. I backed up like that. That's the first famous person I saw in the wild, I think. Apart from Simon Callow, I saw once in a tea shop in York.
A Frank Sidebottom part in Derelict Cumberpatch is called the hairstyle you were just talking about.
Yes.
Ianucci's latest series. Is it as boring as Veep? Nelly, is Ianucci's latest series as boring and as pompous as Veep and as unfunny as Veep?
You a fan of Veep then? I'm just getting a little hint there that maybe it's not for you.
I thought it was pompous. Thought it was boring.
Uh-huh.
Thought it was unfunny. Was not anywhere near as clever as it thought it was.
Is it because she was a woman?
No, I like Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I think she's great.
Yeah.
I think she's one of the... I think she's...
Just don't want her in a position of power, is that it?
It's like that film they did where it was about Stalin, but everyone was like a Geordie or something.
Death of Stalin.
Grow up.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. Shit, I went and saw it at screening, and everyone loved it, and I was going, what? Well, it's like when we saw that silly space film where they're travelling to another planet and they're asleep for 400 years.
Oh, yeah.
And then the man wakes up. So then he kills another woman, kills and abuses another woman by waking her up, meaning her life is ruined.
Yes.
And we came out going, what a crock of shit. And you were having a slash next to someone in the toilet and they said it was brilliant.
It was awful. I said, what are you talking about? He basically picked someone to ruin their life.
Yeah.
And I think the actors involved in it have discovered that since, haven't they? What was it called?
Space Love.
No, it wasn't love though, was it? You just picked what he fancied.
I watched a great film the other day, which I haven't watched since I saw it at the cinema, and I'd forgotten quite how low budget it was. I think it's called Another Earth.
Right.
And
it's Jennifer Lawrence. What was it?
Departure.
No.
Was it Departure?
No.
Passengers.
Yes. Bloody awful. Terrible message.
It was awful. It was an awful, awful movie made by awful people for awful reasons. You can give us a call, by the way, 0203 286. Is that? Oh, they move. Okay. That's interesting, isn't it? 0203 286 6370.
The more time that goes by, the more awful Love Actually is. Have you noticed that?
No, because I have never bothered to watch that horse shit.
It's awful. It's awful, awful, awful. I can't believe any of us thought it was a charming little romp.
Why is it inappropriate?
In every way. In every way.
Go on. Talk to me.
Okay. There are different stories. It's all these little vignettes and they're all tied together at the end. So you discover that they're related to each other or they work with each other, whatever it is. But there's loads of jokes about Martine McCutcheon being fat. She's not fat.
Wow.
Yep. There's poor Emma Thompson discovers that her husband's cheating on her and holds it together for the sake of the kids. And that's thought to be terribly noble of her. There is, Hugh Grant decides that he's going to have, he's got a crush on Martine McCutcheon. So at one point, he asks her to be moved out of his office because she's a problem. She gets the old heave-ho. What was another one? There's all these bits. The one where, the very famous bit where Andrew, what's-his-name, stands in the alleyway and talks to Keira Knightley through the medium of, like, Bob Dylan boards. Right? I love you, my aching... That's his best friend's wife. That's his best friend's wife.
I don't understand, but where are the problematic bits?
It's all problematic.
You can't say or do anything these
There is one
days.
black person in it, though. Fair play. One.
Well, that's a proportional representation
Yes.
of Britain.
Andrew Lincoln. Yeah, Andrew Lincoln. Awful.
Egg. Is that Egg?
Yeah, he's vile to her all the way through it. Vile to his best friend's wife all the way through it. She says, can I come and see the video you took at our wedding? No, I haven't got it. It's got a big label on it. She says, it says our wedding on there. Let me have a look at it. She puts the video in the machine and it's all close-up pictures of her because he's obviously got a massive boner for her. And then he turns up at their house.
The walking third leg.
Yes. And then he turns up at their house, tells her to lie to her husband about what's going on, tells her he's madly in love with her. Then he walks off and she runs down the street and kisses him. And that's okay. Awful behaviour.
Why would you watch it anyway?
Because
these films are shit.
Back in the day, it used to be the thing, didn't it, to watch those films? I don't think they are shit.
He was interviewed recently and said he found it problematic.
Yeah.
Buffy made it.
Yeah. I'm glad we've moved on since then, but very few of the people in that film are actually likeable.
love the Google guy today. And he's the Google guy.
Which Google guy? Which Google guy?
That guy. There's I watched a brilliant documentary about video games, and he is one of the pioneers of video games, but because he's black, got pushed to the side.
Oh no.
And he invented someone you would know better than me, did he invent like the first cartridge-based console?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
And was completely...
Press the play and it'll explain it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what these things are for.
Oh, I didn't know this. I never knew this. I did not know this.
Press the arrow keys to move.
Oh, this is brilliant. I didn't know you could do this. Jerry got his start building arcade games in his garage for fun. This is brilliant. Are you wondering what this is? Can they always press on it?
Often you can, yeah.
He soon became one of the first black engineers to work in the video game industry. In 1976, Jerry led the team that developed the revolutionary first video. Katherine, you do it, because I like...
Ooh.
Jerry's work unlocked a whole new way for everyone to play and make video games.
Am I supposed to jump off the end, including you? Tap the pencil to enter edit mode.
Can you enter edit mode? Oh!
Tap the block from the toolbar.
Oh, okay. Tap play. Alright.
Oh, look!
This is flipping brilliant! Where you build your own games just like Jerry. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Go on.
There we go.
Why are you blocking him in?
Because he's a ghost.
Yeah, but that's you.
No, but you don't want the ghost to escape, do you?
Yeah, but it's you. But you're the ghost.
Yeah.
So you need to get to the end.
It's like when people know they've got rabies, so they chain themselves down and swallow the key.
Yeah.
That's what I've done. I don't want to scare people.
That's the end of the game then. Good game.
Okay.
You made that. Well done.
Thank you. All right. Let's try another one.
Oh, look, this is nice. Oh, you killed yourself. Stop it, please. Jump.
Right, I run and you jump. You ready? Go.
Oh, bouncy.
All right, you do it. You do it. You do it. Go.
Uh-oh.
There's a key.
Oh, what happens here?
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Ah! Oh. Try again, turkey. That's rude. Now what?
Ooh!
Operation.
Oh, I think that's a respawn point. Stop hitting them. Stop hitting them. Stop hitting them.
I'm stuck on it now.
Stop hitting them. Anyway, should we make it a bit easier? Alright. This is great. I didn't know you could click on the Google. I've never
This is good for the podcast, isn't it?
clicked on the Google things. Oh shoot, yeah. Some people really hate the podcast when we do visual things.
The imagination sections. I think that's the...
Get that key and go down. Go down. Go down. There you go, there's a lock.
Oh.
There you go. The imagination section.
Oh no, am I trapped in there now?
But now if you go up, I put some steps in, so it should be easier.
Oh, thanks. Is that like when Nana can't get up the step anymore? Oh no. Hey, just give me some patience.
This isn't as good as the second version of Bob's.
Oh, I can move that.
Oh, trap him. Yeah, dude. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky, Pingu.
Suck on that.
Suck my ice lolly. There you go, put steps in.
I'm bouncing my head on it now.
Jill, would you move over?
Oh, bloody
sake.
Pingu
Stop.
again. What I need to do is possibly go that way. Oh no.
This is what it's like being out shopping with Captain Morris in a restaurant. My first console wasn't an Atari. I never had an Atari.
I always had a Spectrum. Right, I'm going to try and get on this bouncer.
See, I can't imagine you as young, 11, 12, 13-year-old Catherine loading up a Spectrum game.
Why not?
Because she's
I was really good at Outrun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we know how we're going to end the show tonight.
It was a long time ago. I used to be in there for
Right.
days. Right. All right.
Go! Just stay down. Stay low. Go in there.
I'm going to wait. Oh, no!
No. Stay low.
That penguin. Right, hang on.
He's a right.
I'll wait till he's going back the other way and then I'll jump up. Now.
Go and get. Go, and you can jump on that fan. It'll push you through the roof.
Yes! Oh, I need to get that star, don't I?
Yeah. That was it? No.
I've broken it. Oh no. I'm still playing. Where's the goal flag? What happens if I go over here?
Go on, try it. Oh.
Death!
No, here we go.
Oh, hang on, what's there?
Don't touch fire. That's fire. Literally. That fucking penguin. Anytime you want out, just say.
You do it.
I don't really know where you got to go.
I don't either, but it's very fun. Oh, hang on, it's pointing downwards. What's happening there?
So yeah, so what do we reckon we do here?
I think you have to jump over the fire and get whatever that package is. But you're gonna bounce your head off the ceiling like I did. That's the problem. It'll push you into the flames. Go. Can't do it. Outrun on the Spectrum had a music cassette because they didn't have space for the music in the computer's memory, I think. You're right. So you had to load it up and then turn the tape over and just press play. So it had nothing to do with the action at all. But you had some music to listen to while you were playing.
Alright, this is what we did. Patty. This is what you do. Oh no, how do we get rid of?
Erase. That's an eraser.
There we go. Let's see you do it. Oh, you're joking.
Right, don't forget you can move that thing to trap the peng.
I don't give a shit about that penguin.
A word you didn't think you'd be using in anger today, did you? Oh yeah, key and unlock.
Oh, it's a teleporter.
It's a portal.
Oh.
Are they cakes or are they devil cakes?
Oh, it's now it turned to breakout. Patty. Oh, it's breakout now. Look.
Oh yeah, look.
Oh, it's breakout. Look.
But don't let it hit you, I would suggest.
Oh. But it can hit me. It's fine.
Chris says, I'm off to play on the PlayStation now. Nice to hang out with you again, Catherine. Any into, I guess. I'll try and pop back again sometime.
Being so rude. Thank you, Chris. It's appreciated. Right, let's get out of this shit.
We could be trapped in here forever.
Let's try one little game of Outrun. Should we have one little
Yeah,
Outrun?
but you know what's going to happen? I'm going to throw the girl out. Oh! I'm going to throw the girl out by accident straight away. Could you not, Pats? Because this is finely balanced. This microphone. It's not there for your scratching pleasure.
Patty! Oh, she's really annoying me tonight.
How can you be angry with this little face?
Yeah, she cost me $9,500.
Mwah.
Thank you so much, Chris, for your help. Absolutely appreciated. This is not the show I was expecting to do tonight, but...
Oh, Pats.
Outrun. Here we go.
I mean, basically, it's just side to side, isn't it, Outrun?
Yeah, I've put the 1-8 version, so this might have music on.
If not, we'll just put the tape in.
It might not. This doesn't seem to be loading up. Run. Right, is that in it? Right, absolute 10.
That's because Chris has gone this.
He's
He's put the
Chris,
Uzu on it.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it. There we go. I know it's doing that.
Uh-oh.
Chris, let's try it.
Come back.
Outrun Europa.
I haven't played this one. This is going to change everything.
Okay. Stop tape, then press fire. Right, so spacebar. Oh, did you find out what the keys are?
Yeah.
Where is it? Keyboard.
QAOP space. All right, makes sense.
Let's press space.
Start the tape.
Oh, Jesus. I was still shutting down. No, it's all right. Go. We're trying to get Outrun to work. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry. Go. You
see a bike left. Oh, I don't want to do bikes.
What a crock of shit this is. This is bloody awful. What is going on?
I'm already off. Whoa, come on now.
What an absolute...
The police have stopped you.
See you later, Chris. Thank you so much, mate.
This is crap. This is crapola.
What an awful piece of shite. What a terrible ending to the show.
For the imagination section, guys, this is...
Imagine something crap.
Really shit. It's a shit motorbike game.
Should we try the other Outrun one more time?
Yeah, get me a fast car and a hot woman. Immediately.
I don't know why this won't... Oh!
So it went bip.
Oh, it's just opened up loads of different... It's not going to work, is it?
No.
That's a shame.
Well, imagine what we just played, but with some different colours and a car.
There is one possible way around it.
It's time to play.
There might be a BBC version.
Of Outrun?
There might be. I think there was... No. Oh, Othello. I used to love playing Othello. You know what, guys?
Are we done?
I think we're done. I think we're done.
Done?
I think we're done, mate.
Where am I from again now? Patsy's finally found somewhere to sit down and I'm going to be jumping up in a minute. Isn't that just always the way? Pats, I'm sorry.
James just sent you a little message. I think we're done. Time for chicken and chips. Kane's Corner, lovely. Thank you. If you want to see more shows, this will be uploaded to YouTube. I'll do it now, in fact. I suspect was there anything we might get stung for? Maybe.
Oh.
She's biting. I like it when she does that.
But she's doing it lovingly, but she's quite scratchy, isn't she, with the old teeth? Oh, hello, Bubble.
You want to see more of these shows, come to patreon.com. Oh, it's Dan says, feel like I've learnt a lot about emulators today. Nice one. Didn't think you were going to. Patreon.com. Sorry, I felt like I dominated the show a bit today. Sorry.
You have, and you should be ashamed.
Oh, shit. No, I feel awful.
It's fine.
Oh, my God.
You haven't really.
Patreon.com/Iain and Katherine if you want to see some more of this.
How can you be sorry when I uttered the words, Docs popped my smelly belly?
That's true, actually. That's
Job done. My work here is done.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Let's see if there's any of our people on.
I miss St. John. Where is that guy? Is he about? Oh, computer games.
It's a computer game, guys.
Let's do it.
What the fuck is that? Hang on a minute.
I think it's just an advert.
No, that face wasn't an advert that we saw.
Oh.
This place is a way of changing you.
These aren't accidents. They're all connected somehow.
What's this?
This is an actual. This isn't actual game footage.
The Callisto Protocol. I'm all right, thanks.
Available now.
PlayStation.
Look at James's little face.
Do you want to hear a man get pissed off that we've raided him?
Yes, we're going to put him right off.
Good night, everyone. Have a lovely weekend.
Take care.
Thanks
Be
a
nice
lot.
to each other.
Ciao,
Bye.
ciao, ciao.
God, he's laughing.
Isn't it?
It's Tash.
Oh dear.